Well, hello, my beauties. How is everybody? My beautiful ladies, my handsome fellas, where is everyone? See, my numbers are like, where is everyone? Like, I know it's a rainy day today and it's a Monday, and I'm not a fan of Mondays. I freaking hate Mondays. But also, fun fact, Jen Altman and Meredith are having a spaces right now. So we need to hurry up and see if we can listen to what the hell's going on, right? I bet some people are over there listening to that, so we're going to play it and see what's happening. Let's hear it.
Clip. I don't watch his show, but that clip that somebody posted that says, contrary to what people believe, you don't have to like me and I won't go after your family. Really?
Such a liar.
What was, I'm going to bury Jen Altman and Steve Libby for Operation Destroy Jen Altman's Life.
Yep.
Oh, the clip, or the one that Sparkly sent to Turtle Chat.
Yes.
That's literally, yeah, again, I don't watch it either, but I did, a million people sent me that. Okay, I'm going to tell you secret. That was definitely her who sent
Absolutely.
that, because, so, if you leave your last name blank when you're sending them, and I know this because he had me send Turtle Chats, multiple times together. One about the Roccos, and then there was another one about Jen O'Donnell he wanted me to send, and then there was another one, I think, about Esty. But if you leave the last name blank when you do it, it defaults to whatever the last time you sent a Turtle Chat will show up. So say you want to write in I don't know, truth or justice or something, or I don't know, or Hank's I don't know, Hank's Lisp or something, some stupid name that they do. If you don't fill out the last name, it'll default. And I learned because one time he had me send one and he read the first name and then he read O'Neill after. I was like, dumbass. You told me to send it. It was my fault because I didn't realize my last name would show up from the last time I sent one, but I did, and he read O'Neill after, and I was like, fuck.
She's so dumb.
So that's definitely what happened. But and did you see she reposted that too?
Yeah.
Bonnie clipped it and was making fun of it, and she reposted it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she just doesn't understand.
And
yeah. So if anybody didn't pay attention, so if anybody isn't following what we're talking about, there was a Turtle Chat sent last night that it appears would be from Sparkly herself, and it was basically Sparkly needs our support or something on Wednesday. It was asking Aiden to go and cover the hearing. It was we need to stand up for this injustice and stuff, and it's honestly though, the reaction that wasn't oh no, this is a dumb restraining order, you should not be going to court for this, this is the hypocrisy, where he's yes, you should. He was encouraging it. He was yeah, Sparkly, stand up to Jim Altman, who did nothing. He calls people on his show all the time, people's family. Are you kidding? You didn't even call her daughter-in-law.
I did.
I sent her a Facebook message, which she didn't tell you to stop. Stop.
Nope.
She didn't block you.
Nope.
And he thinks that she deserves a restraining order for that. Is this a joke? Are we living in the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, people keep saying, somebody said that I called her disabled daughter. What? That never happened. I don't even know where her disabled daughter lives is. And then they said that we posted her kids' addresses or something.
She said that to me on the space that we were on yesterday, which, by the way, Shane is, I know people have mixed feelings about Shane, and he and I have had our ups and downs, but he requested an archive of his Twitter, and he's getting a recording from yesterday.
Oh, good.
Because I know the one part, a lot of people recorded different parts, but the part where she says, I'm not afraid of anybody,
and then she said she didn't say it, and everybody was like, you did.
So
and Lydia's so funny. Lydia's so funny because she'll be like, Sparkly, I'm getting an order on you for not being nice to me.
I know. I just kind of drifted off that space, but as everybody kept going on there and talking, I could not stop laughing yesterday. What were we talking about? Yeah, the Turtle Chat that she sent herself to try to make it seem like it was a Sparkly supporter. She was like, she stepped up and went on your fundraiser for you and raised money for you. We need to be there to support her. And I was like, in my head, you want to dance drunk at 11 o'clock, the last slot, the 12 million string thing. How was that raising? Okay, whatever. But even if she did do some stream in a fundraiser room, you know that he wouldn't give her the time of day and like
No.
go and support her for this.
No.
Because he knows this is stupid. He knows how fucking stupid this is, and that anybody who's a friend to her would be telling her that this is going to be very embarrassing. Like, and
But I don't want to say too much, like, because I don't want her to go to court and be like, Meredith and Jen were on the spaces telling people that they should tell me not to go. No, we want you to go, Marie.
no.
We want you to go.
At this point, it's like there's been like with the whole wishy-washy back and forth about should I drop it and that dramatic thing last week. I was like, fine, then like it needs to be notify the court now, because otherwise I wouldn't have spent time this past weekend preparing for it, because it's mostly done, all the preparation. I just need to do a few more things. But it's like that ship has sailed now. Like we will be pursuing recuperation for costs and time spent after this is done. Like,
and we're not cheap.
Yeah, I've taken the day off. What I did was, because I don't have a ton of vacation days accrued because I just started. I have like 3 weeks, but I want to save that for like later this summer, and then I always take the 2 weeks, like the last 2 weeks of December off. Like I love to do that, so I didn't want to waste days. So I just worked Friday on Juneteenth, like because I just wasn't doing anything. I was like, I'll just work Friday, and then now this Wednesday I have off.
I just took the afternoon off. So
I don't.
It's fine,
Yeah, I mean,
if you
I just want to get there in time. I'm gonna leave here by 11, I think, because
same.
Like looking at Google Maps, it says like an hour and 15 minutes, but I'd rather just get there earlier to be safe.
And we'll and we'll meet and go over everything.
Yeah.
Do what we need to do. I loved when she said she gets 15 minutes and we get 7.5 minutes.
Yeah, so that's not true. I confirmed with multiple lawyers who practice in New Hampshire. There's no like set time limit. The judge will like in Massachusetts will like just basically have an appetite for more or less, which is why I think it might make sense to file some stuff in advance, which obviously we'll give it to her too. Like, did you hear her like lecturing me on copies of things? Like, do you realize I like have been? This is my first rodeo with helping with like court things. Yes, Sparkly, good job. Like, you learned that you need to bring a copy for the judge, a copy for the other party, and then a copy for yourself. Good job.
I have in my mind how I think it's going to go. But I think it's going to be a very short hearing, because I think the judge is going to see very clearly that Marie Carvalho is not the elderly, disabled, retired nurse who is full of love and positivity and words of affirmation, as she's telling people to fuck off, saying she likes to suck on balls, telling people she fucked James Jackson,
she said that,
calling somebody the R word, an account that she is blaming us for or you for. And
I went on archive.org earlier with because that account that she was accusing, the one that you posted a screenshot of, that she's calling like, what did she say? She's like, fuck you, retarded bitch or something. That Fullerton crowd. So I went on archive. It looks like it's deleted now, or it was suspended, but I went on archive.org just to look at all the posts, like of what it actually said at all, and like what were the worst things that she could even accuse me of. If in some world she's like gonna try and like say it, and the judge is like, well, like whatever, like you can decide. Like I'm looking at the post, and it's like a funny account. It's like posting like a picture of like the crab shack that like Paul Sidendale, Purple Kool-Aid's dad, used to own and stuff. And it's like, I'm so sad. My son bankrupted my house.
And her evidence, people were like, well, how do you have evidence that that's her account? And then she's like, Paul told me.
That's your evidence?
Yeah, the convicted felon. That's like,
makes sense.
Gonna go a long way.
Yeah. And evidence.
All it did was it posted a picture of somebody. I'm assuming she's saying like it posted her son. It's posting a picture of a guy, and it's like, okay, even if it's not me, but like that's how is that again making you in fear for your safety to grant an order? Like just even like the things that are not even like the worst things she's claiming in her affidavit are not like grounds for an order.
No, and she said, and we figured out, because we talked to that lawyer from New Hampshire that said that any screenshots that she takes after the order
Doesn't
aren't
matter.
even evidence because she can only bring in things that
Well,
pertain
she needs
the
to
order.
file an amended. She needs to
yeah.
file an amended one before and give it to us right away, and the judge can decide if she tries to show up with it. Probably not, but it needs to be filed before. It's clear.
Right. Right. She can't speak for her. She can't say like her family is in fear. Well, that's
Unless they
hearsay.
come,
Right.
they need to come and testify.
Right. Right.
Or write an affidavit. And I have a feeling her family wants nothing to do with this. If the daughter-in-law never told you to like stop or to or blocked you, then I can't imagine they want anything to do with this.
The daughter-in-law didn't reason. He just thinks her daughter-in-law and her son and her ex-husband. That is not true. I did email her, or not even email, it was a Facebook message. Her daughter-in-law, the video of her, because I was like, this is what your mother-in-law is doing in front of tens of thousands of people, and it's concerning. I am a mandated reporter. I work with the elderly. If she is disabled, I am concerned that she's being taken advantage of by people like Valerie and Jessica.
And Kazi G, something called. Well, also too, by that point, she had already contacted her multiple times. Then she went on and said she was going to keep contacting them until you were fired, because she thought it was up to her to decide you shouldn't be able to be around patients because of what you said online. So so honestly, I think you were basically you're basically almost like an FYI. I would want somebody to let me know if my family member was showing, my elderly family member, my mom, if my mom was she actually is my mom's age. My mom's only a couple years older than her. She's literally my mom's age. This is ridiculous. If my mom was online, acting radically, dancing like she's doing, acting this, and then she starts contacting someone's job and harassing them, she was harassing you by doing that, trying to get you fired. And I would want somebody to let me know, because your next move was probably to go and get an order on her or sue her. And we know she doesn't have a lot of money, and that could drag her family into having to help support her financially. I would want somebody to let me know before it got to that point, so that I could tell my mom to knock the crap off. I would tell my mom, knock it off, get offline, log off.
And she said my employer 3 times on that one stream.
I already noted that in your speech for everything she's done since the order is the opposite of somebody who's in fear. It's taunting us about, have you guys been served yet? Just asking. She calls us the bosom buddies. She's have the bosom buddies been served yet? What does she do after she goes and gets a hearing for this? Somebody who's scared and testified to the court that she was scared of us and it was affecting her health. Does she be quiet? Does she prepare for the hearing? Is she living in fear, protecting her mental health by taking a break off from line? No, she goes on, posts the court documents, bragging about it, asking if we'd been served yet, and then does a 4-hour space talking about it where she broadcasts your employer. She says, "Hi guys, are you listening? I hope you guys, Jen and Meredith, are listening."
And then goes to our accounts. Goes to your account first and was look, Meredith. She goes, but we can get around a block. And then you had your post protected. And she was like, that's interesting. And then I took a screen record of this, and you could see her typing in my name. And then it clearly says in the middle that she is blocked. And so she goes around the block and starts reading. It's like somebody telling you that this, I made this analogy, that burner is hot, don't touch it. And you go touch it, and then you blame the burner for burning you. You are bringing in that thing that's, you say, is affecting your mental health, but you're going there to look at it. Crazy, what's her name, did the same thing with me. Baller. Ooh, Baller. Who was that?
This is
the one that lives in Ohio. She has a little YouTube show. Why can't I think of her name right now? Remember, she interviewed you, and she would be like, Baller.
Oh, Lacey.
Yeah, Lacey got on Jessica's show and said, I made her suicidal. And then even Jessica pointed out, you went to her page and looked, she had you blocked, you had her blocked. There's no tagging going on, but you physically went to her page and looked at what she was posting. And then you're suicidal for reading that?
Right now.
I mean, you can't.
Right now.
Marie's mental health is not
Literally
our
right now.
responsibility. Marie's show, you know, she wrote in the affidavit that she's forced to answer questions about cyberbullying.
Like what? Yeah, well, you saw the compilation I put together already about
Yes.
like everything in her thing is a lie about the show being positivity and everything. Like all the things she's saying about like I don't know, calling like just all of it. And it's like that was like my little preview that I posted for my beach notes about some of the questions that it's like we're gonna play them. Like those are your clips, right? That's your voice. Like, and then that clip you referred to me as a pig, correct? You called another person a dusty bitch. Is that you? Do you consider calling someone a dusty bitch or a pig to be positive or uplifting? But you included that description of your show in your affidavit, correct? And she's gonna lie when we pull out her affidavit. And you wanted the court to understand your show promotes positivity, correct? And what is she going to say to that? And then we'll play more. And then it's, oh, you told this person to fuck off, right? Is that positive? You just called me and Miss Altman an asshole after you went to this court asking for an order. Are you in fear? That's how it's going to go in a nutshell. And everybody's like, oh, why are you giving away the questions? And it's like, that's like only one tiny slice of the whole pie.
Right.
We're asking her. It's like, what fun is it to like take candy from a baby? Like, give her a little head start of what it's gonna like, what's gonna go down on Wednesday.
Right.
Like,
right. And she thinks that the judge is going to, like, she wants us to be held responsible. And she has said, basically, if you're vile, if you're mean, if you say mean words, like, you have to be held responsible. Well, no, you don't, because there's something called the Constitution of the United States. And is it nice, all the things that are said online? No, but that's okay. We're allowed to say them.
We're dealing with
and even like, I did not disparage her disabled. I understand that when I said like, fuck your disabled daughter and her wish list, I basically meant fuck the wish list that you made for her, Marie, because you're her mother and you should be buying her the shit that she needs. And I understand that might come off as me disparaging her daughter. I did not mean that in the least. However, if I wanted to disparage her daughter, I can. It's called the First Amendment.
And something came before that. She said she was called, wasn't that, she called you like a nasty hag first.
Oh yeah, nasty old
So
hag.
yeah, she deleted that post. That came like very important. And I have the exact time, I have a screenshot with the exact time. She posted first. It's like, Jen Altman's a nasty wash-up hag. Like, she's acting like it was totally unprovoked, your comment. Your comment came after she said that. Like, and after she'd been talking crap about me, saying I deserve to be fired, calling me a bad mom and all this other stuff.
That's what made me so mad.
She acts like she acts like she's like doesn't start all of this. And yes, like the thing though about me posts, like yesterday, and I totally forgot this post I made, but the point of my post, it was a compilation of her and Cosby, Jason Smith, going crazy for 3 hours. And she was like, you made a post about Causey masturbating, like I'm gonna get an order because of that. I was like, at the time I was like, I don't think I ever say that. So let me just read exactly what I said. It was like a figure of speech. I said, Jason Smith and Marie Cavallo want to wear Nan's skin. You cannot change my mind. Smith spent over 3 hours today furiously jerking off about Nan on the street with granny rolls. Okay, furiously he obviously did not jerk off on a YouTube show because that would be taken down. So like,
right.
But the way he was like obsessively talking on her, he was like, Naniel, Nanity, Naniel, Nanthrax, it was like fucking like psychotic. And he was like trying to pretend to be Turtle Boob. And he threatened to punch Nan. Remember, he was like, I'll give you a milk alliance, punch him up.
Punch him up, and then Marie says that somebody asked her where I got, because I had texted her like before all of this, and when she started coming after you, I texted her privately, and I wasn't like, and I just said, I think you're a horrible human being, because I do, and I can say that. And so somebody asked her how I got her phone number, and she said, oh, probably white pages. Marie, you gave me your phone number.
Oh, okay. Give me that screenshot of that I didn't know about that.
That was on a show. It was on a show. I'll find it.
But no, I thought give me the message of her giving you her phone number.
I don't know if I have it. I think I'll have to look for it. But she gave me her phone number. When I first in March, when I first or February, when I first turned against AIDS, she messaged me, gave me her phone number, and said, I'd love to have a phone call with you. And we had a phone call planned, and then I ended up ghosting her. But she gave me her number. We texted privately. So she cannot lie to the court and say, and I will find it. But yeah, I've since deleted her and blocked her phone number. But
yeah, no,
yeah,
I would like to have that in case she lies. We'll find it. And so in case she lies, then she can perjure herself. Because I know she gave you the number. But the thing, yeah. So basically, all she was able to say yesterday was that because I kept pushing her. I was like, so what vile things have I done and said? She's like, well, you were talking about him masturbating. And I just reread the post. What I just reread to you, that's a lot different from me talking about him now. Like, it was a figure of speech, the way he was psychotically obsessive to dance. So, like, all of these tweets that she's going to pull out like this, I've also printed them all out with the accompanying video that went with them. And all of the videos, it's like, it's her and him shitting on Nan and like her own words. Anything I've ever posted about this woman has been like her own words, like what she's done.
All her own words.
Like the balls compilation, like the infamous balls speech. But like still, too. You can't bring in Your Honor, she talked about my friend masturbating. I should get an order. No. Anything about other people is going to be objected to. But you know what? Her talking about other people besides us is relevant into she opened the door, as they say, to that when she wrote in her affidavit that her show is about positivity and healing and words of encouragement and positive affirmation. Because we can show that her show is the opposite of that. She's constantly bashing people the whole show. And at least, like, as much as I don't like Val, she was real about that on, like, the thing with her. She's like, Sparkly, your show is drama. Like, I'm a mod for you. Like, you're not going to lie about that. Like,
and she said to you yesterday when you said something like your show, you had a 4-hour stream and it was all drama or bashing people. And she literally said, no, just the first couple hours.
I mean, her behavior yesterday on that stream with me, and we're getting the download because she's like, well, I didn't want you to come on. No, you were on there, and he was asking to come on, and she wasn't like, oh, well, if she comes on, I'm going to leave. She was like, well, she can come on. We just won't talk about, like, whatever, like, the court stuff. And, like, obviously we did because Shane started asking about it. It was awkward for a second because Shane was, like, asking about it, and he was like, because he didn't have the whole story clearly. He was like, well, don't you think you want to just make this all end with Sparkly? And I was like, well, the other party is the one bringing it. I was trying to talk about her, not directly to her before it just went like crazy and we were like yelling at each other. And I was like, well, the other party didn't want to.
And her writing last week, like saying, if you take down disparaging words, I'll remove the order. I think that's the first thing we should show the judge, to just say, last week.
Like extortion. But like, and then too, she stays, like if I were trying to get an order on somebody, I would not stay on a space with them and talk to them back and forth and then talk about not being afraid and then, oh wait, but I am afraid of Meredith. And then, I mean, Kate made a good point. Like, she's like, well, you've never met her. Like, she was like, I'm staying on the space with her because I'm not afraid of her behind a screen. And then Kate was like, but that's like what you're complaining about, like, for your order is behind a screen. Like, the only time you're meeting her is by your design. And that's like one of the first things in my speech tomorrow. I was like, Your Honor, I've never met this person until today. Like, I live in another state. Like, I'm a working professional. I want nothing to do with this person. Like, like anything that we've said has been First Amendment. I've never contacted her family. Like, and it's just. And you know what though? Like if she actually had followed through on finding my job and contacting them, I probably would have called them like you did, or I would have like said something like, you need to get your like mom in line. Like she's behaving erratically online, and now she's contacting my job, and I'm going to take legal action on her. So like, giving you the benefit of like notice before, like, and that's all that your conversation really like seemed to amount to. Like you were just sending her own words. There weren't any threats. And besides the points, then Kelly, her daughter-in-law, should be the one who's going and trying to get an order, not you.
And she never asked, like, I sent that, and then her daughter wrote back something like, what is this? And I said, that's your mother-in-law on a YouTube show with a content creator that has 10,000 followers talking about how she likes to suck on clean balls. And then she never wrote anything back. She never blocked me. She never asked me not to message her. And I did not message her son, but I did message her ex-husband, and he did a laughy face.
He laughed at it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, we see just like a small glimpse of her, like on her shows and stuff and everything. Like, imagine having to deal with her with like kids and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
No wonder he's laughing. It wasn't she like bashing his new wife or something too on a show?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I heard that she, like, it's his girlfriend or his wife that she. The thing with Marie is that I feel like she's only 64 and she's retired. Like, why are you retired at 64? Maybe you have a medical issue and that's fine. I think she does because her mouth droops. And I've looked at pictures of her from before and her mouth was not droopy. So I'm thinking maybe she like had a stroke or something. I don't know. I don't care. It's not my business. And maybe that's why, but it doesn't seem like she has any girlfriends because she never says like she's going for coffee with a friend or a walk with a friend or out to dinner with a friend. Like she spends all of her time on YouTube Spaces, Twitter. And it just doesn't seem like she doesn't seem like she spends a lot of time with her family. Yeah, I know she sees her disabled daughter a couple times a week or whatever, and that's great. But I think Marie is looking for something inside of a computer with people half her age.
Looking for to belong. That's what Marie's looking for.
She's got like Valerie. Like, come on, like syndrome, Valerie. Yeah. If I have to say one thing to Valerie, wow. I don't like Valerie at all. But shut Valerie's the fuck up. If people are on the Spaces, shut up. Shut up. Let people talk. And then when people do talk, she's in the background like, I agree. She never lets anybody talk. I doubt Valerie has ever had a job where she has a manager or anybody to tell her what to do because she just does not shut her mouth ever. Please. Shut up, Valerie. Nobody wants to hear it. I speak for everybody, I think.
I'll speak to your manager.
All. Yeah.
But she's just like, she wants to find something inside of Spaces or YouTube or something inside of the computer that fulfills something. Like, I think she wants her show to be about positivity and love and words of affirmation. And I think she wants that, and I think it starts that way. And then she starts drinking.
Into the trap.
And I think that, in my opinion, I think Marie has a real problem with alcohol.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you could hear it, that space she was on, like the one where she starts talking about maybe dropping the order, where she's calling us assholes, like from like so much. There's just so much content every day with her. Like, this is like what it was like. It was hard to keep preparing for that other hearing I had in April because he just couldn't shut the fuck up about me. Every single day, there's more and more and more. And it's like that. It's like, I'm sure I don't know. Maybe if it's at 5:00, there won't be much interesting like that she does, but like, I mean, first there was the one right after she filed the order, and then there's been several drunk social media appearances by her where she's like said very damaging things to her case, and it's just not.
And I thought for sure she would wake up last Tuesday morning and not remember anything she said, but she doesn't seem to be affected by that drunken behavior at all. And if she listens to herself slurring her words and speaking the way she does and all that, like, girl, stop drinking. And then when I guess she's been texting with Jess Machado, and Jessica told her to stop drinking. And then she read this on the air that she told Jessica to tell her husband to fuck her before she goes to the casino.
I put that in the positivity compilation. Yeah, where she's telling her to fuck her husband to the casino.
And then she says, if you dish it, you should be able to take it, right? And then she looks right at the screen and she's like, right? With her eyes wide open.
I know Bonnie did a clip of that where she like zooms in and I couldn't stop. I was like, this is scary.
Probably can't take.
I know. I'm bringing my laptop for Wednesday, but I hope there is kind of like a media setup so I could put some of this on the large screen. That would be awesome.
It's just crazy. I wonder if there's anybody that actually thinks she's going to get the order. I know that what's her name? That she's her mod.
Panda Mandy or whatever.
Panda,
the klepto.
A klepto. What is she?
Remember she stole. She like somebody posted like some report from like 2 years ago where she's like caught stealing from Target and stuff. She was stealing like power cords and clothes. I don't know, just stuff that like. I don't know. I get people of like struggling with money, but it doesn't even seem like that's like the case. Like, but just I can't imagine where like shoot me if I'm ever like caught stealing like power cords and like I don't know, like it was like clothes too and earrings from Target, and I have like kids and I'm older. I'm not like 15 in high school, like because obviously like when I was in high school, like some of my friends and I would like steal like earrings from Claire's at the mall and stuff, and it was like a rush. But like if I'm like in my 30s with kids and I'm caught stealing from Target, like just kill me.
I wonder if anybody else will show up except for Panda.
I don't know.
Oh, I think that what's her name said she was going to show up. The Jessica Lade Brockton whore. I think she said she was random Brockton whore.
I don't know who that is. You're not talking about the Jessica that was like talking about punching me in the face, the Hyde Park Jessica, Lauren Murray's friend.
Oh, that crazy one.
You know that one, like she's like blonde and
yeah. That
she
wears
texted me and called me, and then she got caught calling me because it was anonymous and telling me to like she was gonna kill me and to suck a dick or something to spin her. And then she flipped out when I outed her as the caller and like was like saying she was gonna get an order on me when she was like literally tweeting that she was gonna put my teeth in Carson Beach. Like she's nuts. Horrific crazy. Probate documents, by the way, on that one. It's expected, like horrific. Like I just have like that ready. The next time she wants to come at me, just like ready to go, you know.
It's New Hampshire. Yeah, she's not really sure.
Where's Stina been, by the way? She had a lot to say. She was reporting my posts. She was going crazy. And I literally have this article ready to publish, but it was like, then she disappeared. And like, also the thing with Jess happened. I was like, everybody's focused on that. I'm just waiting for when she comes back and starts being an asshole to anybody. Like to Chris, she's harassing Christy over and over. I'm just ready to hit publish as soon as she's back.
She is crazy. She bought the fact that she bought domain names and like our
with Allie's name. Like what?
She did it to Cole. She did it with Cole as well.
Psychotic.
Like, it's crazy.
And then when she was caught doing it, do you remember her reaction? It wasn't like, okay, this was wrong, or like I'm embarrassed.
She didn't care.
No, and then she was like, I've hired a lawyer to like take on Meredith and Christie's harassment. Like what? Bitch, what? Harassment for what? And then she was like, here's an email, and it was like, here's these emails. Victims of Christy Citroni and victims of Meredith and Gmail. Email us. Like, oh my God. Like just the tone deafness of these people that think like they're going to get like do legal action for us literally responding to them attacking us first online when they're defending somebody who went to people's homes, called up their family members, and is like, I don't know. It's just,
I never thought that this community would turn into this. Like there's such crazy people like Paul and I mean, fucking Glare. And there's this really cute, like there was a really cute picture of me posted the other day. Like I looked really cute, and Glare was like, the fact something, you know, she must be upset that she has to live with that face every day.
Oh my, and like looking at him, I know. I think I did respond to that. Yeah. Is
for real. Well, for real. I mean, didn't you have Esty like, looking to get you some veneers, like she was pricing them out for you so she could pay for them for you? Well,
oh my God.
And I mean, you used to come here and like Will is trash. He used to come here and he had a little bed buddy here, and he would have his little bed buddy who lived here come stay in his hotel room with him and then made her pay half the hotel.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's gross.
Why would you do that?
He had nothing but good things to say about me. Every time he'd come back, he'd be like, oh, like, thank you to Meredith for like making me feel so welcome, because I would always be the one to deal with like arranging our dinners with Aiden and stuff, because he was always too busy and everything, and like arranging, making sure there was time. And I was like planning ahead when he had the kids or he didn't have the kids, so we could get dinner with Will when he was here. Like I'm sure he probably would have never seen Aiden when he was here if like I didn't make sure that they got to see it. And he was like, he would say so, like, Meredith, oh, thank you. And like one of the very first times I met him in person, I think November 2024, the fundraiser, first one, he was, do you remember how hammered he was at that Karen Reed fundraiser?
See, I remember I went alone to that fundraiser and I didn't drink because I had to drive home. But I
didn't stay that late, right?
I didn't stay that late. I went home because I wanted to have some drinks, but I couldn't. So
I don't know. Maybe I met him in person before that. If he came for the first trial in person, then I would have met him.
I had met him before that, so
I definitely would have. I don't know. Yeah. It was actually wait. Oh my God! Yes, we went to. No, actually, that was after, like, when we went to dinner in Southie. That was, I think, was, like, winter of 2025. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that was the one that Esty invited herself to?
No, there were two, I think. We went one time. Remember when Jimmy came? And it was just me, Jimmy, Lauren, and him when, like, Lauren and him were first. Yeah. Yes. Okay. That was, maybe that was the same weekend, even. I think that was the same weekend because that was the first time I exchanged numbers with Jimmy. He was at that fundraiser, and then I was like, oh, it was like so fun hanging out, and I was like, also like we're gonna go to dinner at Lincoln. I was like, do you want to come? I was like, it's short notice. I told him like an hour before dinner, and he drove to Southie and came, and like everything, and like I remember after that Aiden was like, I don't like that guy. Aiden was like, I wish you didn't invite him. I don't like him. Like it's.
And now he's his guy.
I know.
You know who else was hammered at that fundraiser? Mark Federer.
Yes, so I keep getting off track, but that's what I was talking about. So Will, that night, he was shit-faced. He could not walk. I had to walk him to the bathroom. He almost like peed and like didn't know where to get to the bathroom. And then I walked him to the hallway and I was like, gave him to the LV cops to like take over. I was like, I'm not like going in there with him. Like, what the fuck?
Ham.
And then they had to like get him into a cab to get him home. He was shit-faced. And he's like that every time he drinks. Like he can't just drink and not
have a couple drinks.
Blackout degenerate.
And listen, everybody drinks. I mean, sometimes it gets drunk and all that. But I remember, I liked Mark. I used to really I want to talk about him, but I used to really like Mark Federer. I went to high school with him. I've known him for over 35 years. And we didn't keep in touch and stuff. But when he came on this case, through my friend Rich, I was like, oh, it's so good to see you. And then just seeing him he drinks whiskey straight, and he doesn't get just like a little cup of it. He gets like a big glass of it, and he's tiny, he's a little bit.
Oh, I know. I mean, he already would not totally talk shit about Aiden, but basically roll his eyes at his stuff, the shit he would do, and basically be like, make sure he doesn't do that, and oh my god, he's so dumb and stuff. Why did he do this? But when he would drink, then it would be you need to make sure he just never does that again and stuff. It was
you're Aiden's babysitter,
right? I'm not a fucking babysitter. He's a grown
Aiden has no self-control,
none.
I just imagine having to deal with that for years, cleaning up his messes. I don't know how you did it so closely for so long.
I don't know how anyone does it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's that whole thing. It just drains me, and it's took a while to get back to myself, not having he took everything out of me, just dealing with his stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But on Bettero, I think it's funny. He's all friendly with Nick Rakita and going on his show and everything. Who literally was with his cocaine issue and everything. They love the whole thing of them bringing that up. That text about Deanna, that had nothing to do with getting an order. Nothing with it. It was from June of 2024, so over 2 years ago. Bringing up a text message where I admit that because his friend brought cocaine into the house and wouldn't go to sleep, and I tried a tiny little line of it, that they're that's their big thing every day. They're Meredith O'Neill admitted to doing cocaine in court, because you know what would have been better if I lied and said no, and then I'm caught lying with the text. Was I really gonna lie and say that? No. And you know what? It's not a big deal. I don't have a problem with it. Nick Rakita does, or other people do who actually go and buy it and are constantly having it. I haven't done it since then. I have no plans to. And I even said in the text, I was like, this is why I stopped doing it from years and years ago, because it's so gross. That's their big thing though, is shoving my face. But Nick Rakita's their new guy. And Bettero's going on Nick Rakita's show. This guy who literally was arrested, his house raided. He had pounds of cocaine. His kid tested positive for cocaine. So clearly cocaine is not a big deal for you guys.
Yeah.
Just it was a big deal of me being charged the wiretapping when it's not a big deal when their leader does it. Wiretaps everybody,
To that as well.
I'm sick of the excuses. Jessica says that Aiden wiretaps people because he can't remember things. Then how come when he wiretapped Karen Reed, he sent me and Deanna a text right after that and was like, I just got off the phone with Karen Reed and I might have a recording of it. No, you didn't do that because you wanted to go back and listen to it to think about it. You did it because you could.
Yeah. Before we go on to the recording, I just want to let's quickly wrap up a chat about Bradel.
Yes.
So yeah, him at that hearing and bringing that up in my face, I will never respect him again. And I anybody who I will share everything that he's ever said to me in the times that I was in meetings with him. I don't give a shit. Fuck him.
You don't have any obligation.
Also, he was hilarious. I cannot tell you how pleased I am with his performance at that hearing with the wiretapping thing. And like, I'm not going to talk too much to the details of the hearing because I think I'm still waiting to hear. But the fact I haven't heard anything yet, I think is a good sign.
I do.
But it was great from start to finish. Like, it was just like Courtney was like, I drove 2 hours to get in. My lawyer was like, you're not a lawyer. You're not like, you don't have a bar card. Get out. This is a closed hearing. And the clerk magistrate was like, I agree. And then Aiden's like storming around, stomping around like a toddler. He gets Bradle on speakerphone. He comes back into the room and Bradle's on speaker. He's like, hi, you're on. Can Miss Healy come in there for me in my place? And the clerk magistrate is just like, nope. Not happening. Bye.
And then didn't Courtney ask for like discovery as if Aiden was a party to the case?
She walks up to my lawyer and gives him Nick Miller's affidavit, by the way, which is like so stupid. Basically, it says it's a text. He's authenticated a text that I said, I'm saying like Aiden just had a meltdown on me. I wish I had recorded him and I could say I was around. So there's no text of me admitting to doing anything. It's a text where I say I wish I had recorded him. Like, so that's helpful. That's your big evidence. So she hands him an affidavit and then she's like, ask my lawyer. She's like, do you have anything for me or for us? And he's like, no, like I'm not giving you anything. We did submit 2 affidavits and a bunch of clips and evidence. So we don't give that. Like that's not how it works. And if Bradle was there, we would not be giving things to him either. Like
no,
the only reason he was allowed was to prevent like. This all started the week before. So it was Friday afternoon at like 2:00. Boozy Bradle sends an email to my lawyer and he's like, I want to reschedule or move this back to later. He's like, I have a last minute murder hearing. Which by the way, I have since found out based on the docket, and I posted this last week. It's all there. It was scheduled on May 18th. There was nothing last minute about it. So there was no reason, but besides the point, like, you're not a prosecutor. You're not going to be participating in this hearing besides making sure. My lawyer was like, and I told my lawyer to respond with this. I told him, like, exactly. I was like, tell him, like, he should only be there if, like, he's going to monitor if his client's testifying and he wants to make sure he doesn't incriminate himself because he has all these felonies. So my lawyer responded to the clerk with that. We didn't hear back. So, and then basically they said they wouldn't push the time back. And Courtney responded, okay, we'll see you at 9:30. And I was like, who is we? Like, who's so we? Is Tim missing his murder hearing or is she just going? And then, of course, it was just her. Then, so flash forward to the day, she's not allowed in. Bradle goes on the phone, wants to talk to the manager to let her in, says no. And then he's like, well, my lawyer can't get on till 10. Can we push this back? And the clerk's like, nope. And then he's like, turn your phone off, get in, we're starting. And then, like, eventually Bradle gets on the Zoom, like, 10 or 15 minutes in. Like, it's like when I'm wrapping up testifying and he's like, I want to cross-examine now. And the clerk's like, nope, you're not participating in this. Like, you're not a fucking prosecutor, bro. No. Like, you're not. And then he's like, well,
the Commonwealth versus Meredith O'Neill, not Aiden Carney.
Yeah, the Holden police prosecutor was there. And then he was like, well, I'd like to strike anything from the record that she testified to that doesn't have to do with just the wiretapping statute. He's like, he reads the wiretapping statute. He's like, the wiretapping statute is if intercepting illegal recording, like, reads it out like the clerk magistrate doesn't already know what it is and hasn't done any research into it. Like, you fucking condescending prick. And then he's like, I want to strike anything of her testimony not relating to that. And he's like, denied. Denied. And just he kept saying denied to anything he wanted. It was great. And then at the end, like,
it has nothing to do with the party. That's why.
At one point, like, during it too, Aiden kept like interrupting me and my lawyer, and he's like, well, she's like lying, Your Honor. He didn't even call me Your Honor. He was just like, and then he tried to say objection at one point, and like the clerk was like, sit down and stop. He was getting mad. He's like, sit down, and then at the end he was like, do you want to say anything else to the police prosecutor? All he did, it's a police officer, and all he did was just read the report, and my lawyer questioned him and was like, reading another police report that Aiden tried to file a week later with, like, the lieutenant who just took over all investigations, where the lieutenant's like, this is a messy breakup and the parties are wasting resources of this. And, like, the lawyer asked the detective, he was like, is this like a pattern with him of like filing all these police reports and trying to get people charged? And the guy was like, yes, like, I'm familiar with that. And then at the end, like, I said everything I was going to say. We presented the evidence. I testified. We played some clips and stuff. And then was like, do you want to say anything else? The police prosecutor had nothing else to say. But then he was like, can I say something? And he was like, she's lying. And then he started trying to go, she's had restraining orders against her. And I was like, you have had more restraining orders.
She did a line of cocaine once.
He started trying to, like, and then my lawyer just like shut him down, and like he wanted to submit all this, like he had a stack of papers of stuff. Like I could see Twitter things, I could see like, and he didn't accept any of it. The clerk manager did not accept any of it. He's like, this is over. Like evidence is closed, and then
I feel pretty good that you're going to be fine. But imagine being Tim Bradle and reading a wiretap statute and being so upset about it.
Cross-examine me as like the quote unquote victim's attorney.
And being Aiden Carney's attorney, the king of fucking wiretapping.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. I mean, and lying to the clerk about a last minute murder hearing. He said it again, besides the email last week saying it was last minute. He said it on when he zoomed in. He was like, I'm sorry, I can't be there. Like, or I think it was when he was trying to get Courtney, and he's like, I intended to be there, but I had a last minute murder hearing. I got to be at a murder and stuff. He loves saying murders. And I was looking around the dockets just because, like, since he started, when I was looking for the one he was at, that he was like lying about being last minute. He has 7 other current ongoing murder trials right now, like on top of like between now and like the end of the year when he has his trial. And like Aiden will always bitch like, oh, Tim has too many murder trials. He doesn't pay enough attention to me and stuff. And like you just always complaining like my lawyer's totally checked out, and like when he'd be guilt tripping me to not break up with him and like stay, he'd be like, I need you. Tim has too many murders, and it's like clearly hasn't anything changed. I think he's taken on more murders since then. So like.
I remember Aiden saying that to me too, that he was frustrated that Tim wasn't putting enough effort into his case and that he had to do all this work, and that he's paying him all this money and he should be doing it. I think Aiden is getting very nervous.
As he should be.
Well, I mean, like if he's raising all this money and like paying all these lawyers, but like he still needs to like crowdsource helping like with like intent and everything.
Right.
I mean, honestly, too, like you need to just do things yourself sometimes, or it won't be done correctly. Like I don't know, I wouldn't have trusted. Like some of these people, they don't even understand that you can't get a restraining order for like saying mean words when somebody starts saying mean words at you first. Like, do you really think you're trusting these people to go through and figure out like a complicated statute and whether or not like what your words, like things you said were.
And what I noticed when he got arrested, and that you'll remember this because this is I think kind of when you kind of like came in, but he had Courtney doing this like project where people were going through his shows and picking out certain things, and I don't remember, but then people would like send an email and be like, on this day he said this, and I think that he meant like they would put their own
opinion
thoughts into what they thought he meant more than just the words and what the words meant. And I remember Aiden getting so mad at Courtney, like, this isn't what I asked for. He was getting so frustrated with it. But I think that's what's going to happen with this, is that people are going to go over the show and they're going to be like, on this day, he said this, blah, 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 blah. But what I think he meant, like, they're going to use their own personal feelings about it.
Was, I'm so scary. I'm a turtle.
Because turtle riders are not that smart.
Really,
no, they're
all the smart ones have left.
Oh, thank you, Rose.
Exactly.
I mean,
most of the big things that they use are things I came up with.
Right.
There's already been a bunch of things I've thought of that it would be super helpful for his case, but considering he made a burner account called State Street Mayor, multiple accounts, I think that ship sailed that I'm going to be handing over any helpful things.
You know, when the first I was thinking about it, the first thing that I decided that I was not going to support Aiden Carney anymore was when Lindsay Gattani came back in the picture. And I remember thinking, like, Aiden called me the night before he went to jail, and I remember the like pain in his voice, the panic. He was crying. He was so scared. He was so upset. This woman put you in jail, and now you know, you're sleeping with her again, and now she's like a good guy, and then all the turtle riders are like, yay, Lindsay now. Like, that was the point where I was like, no.
Then you see, it really is a cult. Like, if people can just like, because he says so, you have to be nice to the person. It's just like,
right.
After
I was like, no.
After he's like fake victim for 2 years, like she took me away from my kids and put me in jail and everything, and it's like, that's why, like, one of the things, like, there's been a clip where he's like, I know this will hurt you, so I'm gonna say this, that Lindsay is a better person than you. I just burst out laughing. Like, in no world, because I'm not a dumbass, would I ever like think that's remotely close to true, where all I can do is laugh at that. Like, just laugh. That's all I can do. I mean, the stuff before in her life before he even entered the picture is like just proof enough. Before she even like did her whole thing and like sent him to jail and everything, and like all the stuff she did after, like, is like enough of just what a terrible person she is, you know?
Terrible. And he would send me, when he was dating her and going through all the pregnancy stuff, he
Mine too,
wiretapped
Sally's.
her all the time.
And
He
it's
sent
like,
me tons of messages when he wiretapped
years
her.
old, but I
The
love my
part
curly
where
ones.
she says she's
Actually,
going to go
right
to
now
his
back here.
driveway.
Oh
And-
yeah, no, he sent those all to me too. That's why
Yeah.
I made that mashup when, I mean, but
Yeah.
whatever. She's kept her
I
mouth
love it.
shut about me for
It
about a
works.
week, so I haven't
Amazing.
said anything about her. Like, that's how it works with people. If you stop talking to me, I
Right.
stop talking to you. But every time she gets in a mood and she'll start making a long ass post about me, and then it's like, all right, we're just gonna
Vodka.
reshare all of your greatest hits, like the abortion driveway, the time you were on and screamed and made up a story about your son being sent porn. Which, by the way, like, that alone, I should never stop talking about how awful she is, because she's never taken that back. She's never retracted. Like, I should just keep blasting that every single day, but I just have bigger fish to fry, and it's just.
And
like,
I remember
gross
during
and-
that time, you and I weren't really talking, because I remember you saying to me, Jen, if you don't say anything about me, I'm not going to say anything about you. And then it was during that time when she said, Meredith just sent this to my son. I was like, no, she did not. Like, this is sick. And I think it was like that night or the next day, I think I texted you and I was like, okay, I'm done. What do you need? I'm done. Like, she's crazy. She's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Anybody that supports her and thinks that Lindsay is okay now because Aiden says so, you're in a fucking cult. And I know they make fun of it all the time, but when you have to check with, oh, Aiden will be mad at this, oh, Aiden will be mad at
That's not
that,
a friend.
you're in a fucking cult.
Yeah.
well, but like, I get it at first. Like, it was a good sell because he said that she was going to get all of his charges dropped and everything, and she was going to be the key to like getting Cosgrove disqualified and ending all of his case and everything.
Okay,
So that was like a good sell, but like, no. And I called this from the start. I was like, no, like, she has nothing to do with the other cases. Yes, she got her own
Nothing.
charges dropped, as she should, because she lied about them to begin with. Like, about,
Right.
I mean, he did wiretap her, so that was like a slam dunk. Like, he could have gotten charged with that. He did wiretap her, and if they actually went through the trouble of trying it and having like a forensic examiner, like, they would show, yeah, like, she did. It was like edited
It's
to say I'm
paralegal.
recording this or whatever at the beginning.
Never, ever.
Oh, he
But
absolutely
the
did
other
that.
thing, like,
Paralegal.
he did not witness intimidate her. She made herself a witness, and then like whatever. So like, she got her own charges dropped. Yay, as they should have been. They never should have been there. But like, she's not going to have any impact on like. Do they really think that she's going to be able to testify and help them in some way? There's like, it's her word against the others. There's no
Right.
all her big ooh gotcha texts. Like, we've seen them all. It's the like, oh, Jen McKay was gonna maybe like, we're gonna stalk Aiden, but like, the text didn't even prove that they followed him. It was like they
And
knew
that-
where he was because
That
like, he
recording
spotted.
itself, that night that he sent that recording out that of Lindsay before he went, I remember him texting me and saying, you can hear her say, you can hear me say, I'm recording you, right? You can hear me say that, right? And I like thought to myself, like, why would he be asking me that? And then when he went to jail, Courtney had his computer and his phone. Tina and Courtney had that. I never saw
I
it.
remember that. That was so weird. And I
And
remember
they
that he was
found
mad at
both-
Courtney and he wanted me to like take it over from him. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, I'm not
Yes.
doing that. I don't want
Yeah.
I don't want your
Willingly,
computer or your phone.
willingly.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
and then they had both versions of that recording. So
Rules of
they all
professional
knew that it
conduct,
was altered. Everybody knows that's
including
altered.
Bradle.
They had both versions of that. And there wasn't, like, they would have, let's go through Aiden's phone parties, Tina and Courtney. And they'd be like, do you want to come over Courtney's house to go through Aiden's phone? And I'm like, there's not enough fucking bleach in the world to bleach my eyes after looking at Aiden Carney's phone. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, that whole thing was so weird. I remember too. And that was what kind of like, I think, added to them like being pissy with me and going after me and trying to get like stuff from court on with my ex and stuff, was because
Calling
like
your mother.
they would want to like FaceTime at like on a Saturday night about like
friends, family,
it, like
mods,
trivial
random
legal
people,
shit that
she's
like
a
it was
fucking
not like
lunatic.
at all like urgent and stuff. And he would like be like, no, I don't want to talk right now. Like I'm with Meredith or whatever. And they didn't like that. And like,
Remember
yeah,
they wanted me to find out your custody schedule? Remember they asked me to find out your custody
they asked
schedule?
you to see when like I had Allie, because then they would like, oh, is Aiden at Meredith's or something? That's fucking weird.
Yep.
But whatever.
Whatever. It's weird.
But, like I'm not
much.
a fan of Courtney, obviously, but like whatever. Tina, like I had a brief conversation with her. Like whatever. I was obviously pissed about the Mary Neal account, but it's like at this point, what am I going to tell her? She's awful and I hate her, and then she just goes and makes another one and keeps going. It's like whatever. It's happened. It's water under the bridge. I don't have any issues with her. I think she's I'm fine with her. And like Aiden was like since tried to like turn me and her like against you. He's bringing up stuff from like 2 years ago with us and everything on a show a couple months ago, and it's like I'm not taking the bait.
But I will say it was more Courtney than Tina a lot of the time. I don't know what happened after. Courtney's the one that calls her mother, and Tina did not know.
Oh yeah, fuck Courtney still. Like, and then like then I brought that up. She was at the restraining order hearing, and
Courtney
like,
Healy is a disgusting human being. Disgusting.
She's disgusting. I know, like she like tried to like rebrand after like helping with the Kelsey thing, and then she's out like drinking with Kelsey, and they're spotted. It's like
you got to be stupid to do that. You really have to be stupid. Like your client just got out of jail, just had her charge, just was found innocent. It has a lot to do with alcohol. And your first picture you post is of her with a big glass of red wine.
I was just going to say that, like, it's not like, okay, she doesn't deserve to go and like, gosh, but the charge has to do with alcohol, and like, you're trying to get back custody of your son. It's like, that's just like,
don't post a picture.
Like, it's like, I'm sorry, like Karen wasn't posting pictures of her out boozing like selfies in the middle of the trial. Like, she wasn't posting anything. Like I know pictures have been leaked of people taking pictures of her, but like she's not stupid like that. Like it's just
that was pretty stupid.
I don't know.
And didn't they say that? I don't remember if I haven't seen anything, but did Kelsey recently have a another issue?
I saw the court documents say, like the Justin file. I think I saw that briefly. I don't know. I don't really like follow this case.
Yeah, I don't either.
My only recent comment about that was like, I think it was like when Law Girls was talking about like not like that dramatic ass post that she did about not going and covering the probate. And it's like, good. Can we like normalize not fucking like publicizing and having YouTube shows with like family probate cases? Like it's fucking weird. Like this should not be like, do you really want it's already on court records. Like, do you really want her son to someday then get to see this on YouTube too? Like a family probate case? Like what? Why was that even a thought that they would go and stream that? Like,
right.
I mean, especially when like the allegations by the other party aren't good either. Like they're both saying like, Justin clearly has his issues too. They both have issues, but like the ones that are being said against her are not good. Like if you read them, it's not good. Like, I don't think she should have like gone to jail, and I don't think she should have like lost total custody of her son. But clearly, she has issues too with alcohol and with mental health, and I'm not faulting her for that. She does not deserve to not see her son. That is like that's horrible. She needs to be reunited with her son. That's not good for the child either. But like but she has issues too, and that's another thing. Just the hypocrisy of these people who are calling me 5150 daily while they're literally reporting on somebody who was sectioned at least 3 times that we know of, that was like in the court documents or at testimony with her case. Like,
I'm not your favorite.
It's just the lack of self-awareness with these people. I can't.
There is none. There is none. I don't know. It's just amazing to me what this has just all turned into.
Hello, Robert. Hello.
Honestly, I'm like so seeing it now from the outside. I'm so mortified I was ever a part of any of this.
Same.
Right.
Same.
It's just like especially when you see like the people like. And I was yelling on a space with Sparkly yesterday. It's like when you see these grown adults yelling at each other, it's like, no, that did not get as ghetto as like some of this. Like when Valerie and other people start fighting, it's really, really ghetto. It did not get like that, I feel like. But
I had just woken up and I got on X and I saw that you were on a space, and then I realized Sparkly was on too, and I like kind of sat up in bed and like got all ready.
I had no plans to go on that. I forget what I was doing. I was like making like a protein shake. I was like cutting up fruit and stuff. I was just like Allie was with her dad for Father's Day. I was gonna go for a run and stuff, and then I just put it on as I was like getting myself ready for the day, brushing my teeth. And then Shane kept being like, Meredith, please come on, Meredith, please come on, like, and sent me a request, and I was like, fine, fuck it. And then like I went on, and then he was like, started trying to talk to me about like Aiden and other stuff, and then then it just went from there. The best is when other people got on though and started asking her about it.
Lydia was the best, and then Kate got on, and oh my gosh, that was just
to have taken a part in
the best. And very what I love about like Lydia and BS and Earl is that they're always so calm, and they don't yell, and they make their points in such a not sarcastic, but like backhanded way that you just can't not laugh.
Is there a
you
hearing?
can't, and the person that they're talking to doesn't realize that everybody else is laughing at them. I love it, and I can't wait till we do our dramatic reading after this case is over.
I know. Well, we can get the audio after too, but like, I definitely want to do a dramatic reading too of our speeches and our cross examinations.
And Leah said she'd be sparkly because she's the sparkly.
Yes,
Leah. She's got the wig and everything.
What were we talking about before this? I think we were about to talk about the recording a little bit. And I mean, you talked a lot about it already, but I mean, by the way, one thing that has not been said is like both these people who lied about the hearing recording for him were like, well, like he told me he was going to go to jail and be away from his kids if I didn't lie about it. But like by that point that they were being accused. So by the way, like very early on, there was a phone call between lawyers. I'm not going to give details, but you know what? He told me all the details too. And they're consistent with what I've heard from the other person's accounting of what was said too. So I will say it because he's the one who spilled that, is that basically it was like, Aiden needs to shut the fuck up and stop talking about Karen, and there won't be any legal things. That's since changed, obviously, because he didn't shut the fuck up and stop talking. But basically, like he had some assurance, like early on, that like he wasn't going to go to jail, wasn't going to be that like, but he needed to stop talking about her and like stop bad mouthing her or whatever. And obviously, he didn't follow that. But there was like no immediate threat to go to jail, and there was like he was not going to go to jail. So that was just bullshit. Just trying to like pressure people, and he also did. Want me to find out he had Mark tell them that I recorded them both over his shoulder, even though I was nowhere near.
Weren't even with him then.
No, we weren't talking then. We didn't start talking until a few days later, coincidentally, which makes me wonder too, like why we started talking again. That like why? So yeah, this is a good question.
2 minutes.
All of his stupid, valid lie journey, saying how like what a scary, awful, manipulative person I was. He was so happy when we broke up. Then why, if I was so scary and you were afraid of me, why would you then go and reach out to me to confide in me and tell me you committed a felony? Not only told me you committed a felony, but also who you played the recording for. He told me you played it for Will, for Kim, for Jess, for other people, Megan, for Jeff is the compelling pictures guy. There's even more. Like the list is like 10 now people who's played with. But if he was like, so if I'm so scary and untrustworthy and awful, why would you then tell me you committed a felony and then tell me who you played it for if I was so,
I think
like,
he was planning all along.
Got it.
Because he hated the fact that you broke up with him, that you ended the relationship, that you were dating and somebody had told him they saw you out to dinner and in the Seaport with another guy. And I just think he couldn't handle that because he would ask me, like when I still talk to you and like when you guys broke up during the summer and I knew you guys were broken up, but nobody else did. And he would ask me, is Meredith dating anybody?
Yeah, you're not the only person who has since told me that he was asking that, and for sure, because I didn't talk to him at all. Like this whole narrative that like I was so sad about us being broke up, and I my life was so sad that I didn't say a word to him, Jen, and I was talking to you then, and I was fine, and I was going out, I was enjoying my summer, like. I mean, yeah, was I like a little sad at first, but more not sad. I felt free. It's weird. I felt like free. It's like, obviously it's sad when you break up with somebody, but it was like, wow, this is like better. I'm not like constantly doing this. And slowly and surely I was like building my life and everything was fine up until September. And then came like back into it where it's like a daily occurrence of me talking to him again. And then it's like, I don't know if he wanted this recording drama to keep coming because it was like a way for us to have to keep talking. Cause then it's like, it started turning into him wanting me to help him with other stuff again, and like his legal case, and talking about his documentary and how worried he was that Jeff was going to go and do the documentary with Karen and cut him out of it and stuff. And like, it's like, oh, help me find like an entertainment lawyer and stuff. And I was like, enough. Like, we need not be talking daily. Like, enough. Like,
right. And there are texts where you say that, where you say, I do not want to get back into talking to you daily and being the person that you come to.
I literally say that many, many times. And of course he doesn't share any of those and everything, but just, when are we going to like, again, think about this. If I was like really the scorned ex that wanted him back into this, why would I wait until like November to even say, well, September was like, I guess, when the recording stuff started happening, but like, I really didn't speak out and say anything and do anything until like I was absolutely pushed in November with the Chelsea shit. Like, why wouldn't I have done any of this stuff? Like, or like shared like phone extractions or whatever they're accusing me of doing? Why wouldn't any of this stuff started happening like right after we broke up? Why not July, August, or September?
Well, why wouldn't it have been the week of the Wilbur where you guys saw each other? You know, why wouldn't it have been that week? Wouldn't that have brought up more feelings and angers and emotions and stuff like that? Why would it be when Chelsea decided to drop those videos of March 4th?
Yeah, and then I had no choice but to like share the rest of it. The people out there saying that I was like going to lie and send him to jail, like when that's not true. He's the only one that called the cops that night because he lost his shoe. I never went to the police. I never reported it. I never even told you any about it. Like, and the only reason I texted Deanna that night, that's their big gotcha, was because he texted her first and said, "Are you up?" And he was sitting next to me. And he's like, "I'm gonna tell Deanna like you're doing this to me, and like you're like."
I saw you the next day, and I remember you saying to me, like, you were so hungover, and you said to me something. You were very upset, and you said something about like you wish you hadn't said something, but you never went into like detail. I never asked anything like that. And then Aiden made it seem like when he told me later that you told him that if he left, you were going to call the cops and say that he hit you.
No, and you've seen the video that's of where I'm asking him to leave. I'm asking him to leave.
He was already following the cases.
It's like it's the part where I say that he's like, but didn't you just say? He's like, didn't you just say you were gonna call the cops? And I'm like drunk, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
And he could have left. I don't care if you have one shoe. He probably had other shoes there. I would imagine.
He had other pairs of sneakers because he would stay at my house for multiple times. He left so much shit here, like that I had since give back. He had plenty of stuff to wear, and like part of the main reason I said that, I still say to this day, my story has never changed. I said he hit me on the video because I wanted him to stop fucking filming me. Like, I never thought, why would he ever want to share a video where I'm saying that? He wouldn't want that out there where somebody's accusing him of hitting him. Like, I didn't even think in my mind he'd somehow, obviously I was shit-faced too, but I didn't think he would go and like twist this for, he'd been planning to like use this video as like some kind of baby bitch victim for.
And 7 months later.
Yeah, he was like, I needed to like clear my name. Like, why would you need to post those like 7 months later? There was no threat of me going to the police. There was nothing like that. There's no need to do that other than to start a fight, a war with me.
There was no reason for Chelsea. And when he says that Chelsea did it on her own, bullshit.
And I showed you. So like, remember when I went in my like spam folder, I found out she had messaged me back on November 4th at like 4 a.m, by the way. And she was like, Aiden and I have the March 4th recordings. We're going to release them if you don't stop calling me. And I was like, bitch, calling you? When have I ever called you? Like, and she still to this day has not shown any proof. But she tells this sob story. She's like, Meredith made me like lose my job because of her harassment. Like, what? What?
But nobody else ever heard about that. Like, Aiden never mentioned that to anybody else.
I think I told you as that was happening, she was that Marriage Diary account. She absolutely was. And she's admitted that she followed all. She was watching. She's claimed she's not on Twitter, but she was on her old account, the one that she messaged me with on here after I blocked her on Facebook. Again, this is the history with this girl. She tried to message me on 3 different accounts, and I kept blocking her. So on her 3rd Twitter account, she messaged me on. She's following the Marriage Diary account. It's a new account that nobody should know about. I certainly didn't tell anybody except you, Lauren, and Deanna, because I didn't want anyone even knowing Aiden and I broke up. But this account that has like no followers, it's followed. She on her own account is following every single person it's following it in real time. And she's admitted to doing this too. And she said it was because she wanted to see what they were saying about her, but nobody said anything about her then.
She could be subpoenaed, I guess, you know?
Yep.
I don't know.
She's absolutely
if
insane.
they wanted to,
She's insane.
She
is the reason to start, and she is everything.
Well, to be fair, I think he probably would have used somebody else eventually to get out. I mean, he was having Jessica post stuff and having Jessica talk shit on her show, giving Joe Flipper had text to share, and I ignored all of that for as long as I possibly could.
Yeah, and I never saw any of those. Like, he never sent those to me at all. I never saw any of those. So maybe he knew that I wouldn't do that. But the crying video, or the ones that Chelsea posted, was the first time I saw it too. And then you posted that crying video, and I called you, and I was like, I don't like that, but now I love it. But
well, because you know him, you know he's not like, he was not having a panic attack. Like, I've seen him actually have one. He was throwing a baby bitch toddler tantrum.
Yep.
And I was literally telling him, like, can you please not be loud? Can you please not wake my neighbors up? Like, can you just stop? Like,
I'll never forget the judge when you said that in court, when you said he was having a toddler tantrum, and the judge was like, wait, a what? A toddler tantrum? And then smirked because he knew you were right.
Yeah.
Hello, Ski.
Honestly, that is, as much as a disaster that restraining order hearing was, just because my lawyer, like, and no fault to him, like, he's new to all this, like, he doesn't follow any of this shit, and like, Bradel he's had for like 2 years, like, that should have been like the huge advantage, and it was. But I feel like the shining moment of that was like Bradel cross-examining me, despite like his like little slimy move with the cocaine text. It was like I was, and then he backed off when I was like, oh yeah, when you were like coaching my testimony that time we met.
Yep.
And then he asked something with the phone extraction and me looking at it, and I was like, yeah, he wanted me to look for stuff to intimidate.
Hey girl, how you doing?
It's just crazy. When will the drama stop? When's it gonna stop?
I feel like never.
I don't know. And like, I know people, like, he likes to say, oh, like, it was like a fake restraining order and stuff, but like, you and I were talking at the time, and like how like upset I was because it had been a month and I hadn't gotten like any interviews anywhere. Like, I was like, and it was when Purple Kool-Aid's doing the show, and he's like Meredith O'Neill, CPA, and he's like, I'm gonna do this till like, he's literally saying like, I want this bitch to have to sell her body for money and stuff, and then Aiden's like promoting it on his show, and it's like, he's directing all of this. You know, he is like, he does it behind the scenes, even when he doesn't say stuff himself. I was like, enough is like, this is never gonna stop unless like I'm never gonna get my life back unless you
do what you need to do. And he said that to me. He said it to me. She deserves to lose her job.
Yeah, I mean, he went on the account and like was contacting my work, making those burners on me. So like, yeah, I took.
And then he still lies. He still lies and says he didn't do it.
That's all he ever does is lie.
But his own he told you he did. I think he's his own expert report. I don't think he's done it on his show, but like, I mean, why do you think I should just release that expert report once and for all? I mean, it's probably, like, remember all that talk about the expert report, and he never, like, why was I the one to bring it up at the hearing that we should enter it? Because it proved he was State Street Mayor, his own stupid expert report. He submitted like data from it, and it's like clear. It's like the client's account info, and then it's like, the client's account was clearly taken over by someone in Australia after the state. And it says like,
he was so upset about that.
And it confirmed all of those like 38 IP addresses that he said that I was in his account. Remember his whole like show?
It was him.
Like,
that's the fun
to
part.
catch a hacker or whatever was like,
yes, and that was all.
He was showing that 38 IP address, and he's like, it's Boston, it's her, she's in my account, and his own extra report is like, no, the 38 ones are his home IP address in Worcester.
And how come none of his turtle riders have asked for that report? He's promised it to them, that it would prove that you did what he stated that you did. He said it will prove it. And how come none of them are like,
doesn't prove the opposite?
You said you were going to prove it. Where is it?
Yeah, no, the only reason I was kind of like waiting, I was like, I'm just going to wait till this wiretapping thing with him, just so he can't like, but like now it's like, whatever, the hearing happened, I should just release it, because it's like, it really just shows he and Bettero, like Bettero made his client waste $10,000 on a report that showed that he was the State Street Mayor account. And you know what it also shows? Like, I was not in that Facebook account past the time when the Karen Reed call happened, so I couldn't have been the one to access it.
You should
the
release
last,
it.
and the last date it showed I was in it, and I was in
idea,
it because I was
girl.
trying to log myself
YouTube
out of it
tiger.
when he was like asking about it, and I asked
Like
him to take
that.
me off of it, and it was like August
I don't know.
28th was the
Maybe.
day before the call even happened. That's the last day it even shows
That you were in it.
Yeah,
that
he
I was
doesn't-
in
he
it,
doesn't-
and when it says
he's
in it
not gonna
too,
put it
like
out there
you know how
'cause it
like if you're on
proves he's a liar.
the Facebook app
That's
and
why.
you can like if you have two separate accounts, like but you're logged into one. I have one. Like you can log in between them, but like if it's on your phone still, it shows there's like logged into it. But even if you're not going into that account, like that's what I think it was when it showed that.
Right.
And I can't like log myself out because then I'd be logged in. Like you can log out devices, but
Right.
he would have to go in and log me out. And I had asked him over and over to do it, but I'm still getting emails to my backup email address that I used to make that account about it. I'm like, you clearly didn't take me off, boomer, because I'm still getting emails and stuff. But even that, it shuts off. August 28th is the last date in this report. I'm looking at it now that it even shows it in there. So like, we should just release the report.
I think you
just wanna make
should.
sure.
I think
I
you
just want to make
should.
sure it has like all his IP addresses and stuff. I just want to make sure I'm not going to get in trouble. It says confidential on it,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
confidential
really
to client, but like whatever. It's discovery in my case with him. Like I think I can just leak it because it literally just shows he's an asshat and wasted $10,000 on this report.
And nobody has ever asked. That's what another cult
Why the
thing.
fuck isn't this email?
Everybody keeps saying Meredith did this, Meredith did this, and he's saying he's going to prove that she did, and he's never proven it.
Most of
He's
them
not
know
going
not
to.
to. I think not to ask about it anymore because he stopped talking about it. But like that Latina one is still like, wait till you see the export. It's going to show that Obach and Larry and Meredith, all of their IP addresses, they're all like
all in that account.
She's like, the word is they're all really scared because their IP addresses are all like I can tell you they're absolutely not. So
Today I did gold. I did a gold.
it shows like
Latina.
Australia. It does show Australia taking over Street Matter, and that's about it. Which it's hardly breaking news. He didn't have to pay $10,000 to find that out.
So I did a gold.
Yeah, he kind of told everybody he did
Sort
it.
of mix here.
Well, I mean, we told people that Chris did exactly.
What I chose to do.
Yeah, Chris said that. So it's so dumb. But people are just going to continue to
What the fuck?
do this, and the fact that Kim is still
a little bit. We have a couple clips.
Whelan is still getting on and calling him her friend. That's not your friend. He's not your friend. He's not a friend to anybody. I knew him for 5 years, and he never knew I was a veteran, Jessica. And you're upset that he didn't know your kids' names? Come on.
Right, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, just the surprise that like I never thought he would do it to me, and like he would already said he was gonna do it to me, and I just didn't think I'd be the one to do it. It's like, oh my god.
Right. And she can't, the words cannot come out of her mouth again that Altman was right. You know, I was right about Jimmy. I was right about Aiden.
Yeah, and then she's like, well, like, it's really hard to see all these posts, just everybody constantly going at me. It's just too much for my mental health. And it's like, how do you think, like, I felt? I mean,
I wrote that on my piece of paper here. I wrote down, I'll read it. It's too much. It's too much. And I remember I was in my bedroom this morning getting ready, and I'm like, it's too much. What the fuck do you think Meredith has been going through?
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much, Jessica. But she'll never come back and be like, okay, now I see what happened to Meredith. And if anything, it was worse for you than it ever would be for her.
Yeah, I mean,
she's such a hypocritical cunt. I can't fucking stand her.
It's whatever. I mean, it made me just toughen up. I mean, when you see the people that are behind these accounts too, that's like part of the fun of it is when you find out who they are, they're just like the most decrepit looking losers. And like, it's like, there's like, it's like a set of requirements. I think it's now like, I think at this point I've seen so many, it's like definitely enough for at least a hypothesis, but honestly, maybe like even actually like a white paper on this with like the data, like the bunny filter, bankruptcy, at least 10 small claims, and then like either like being like meth skinny or like just like Jessica obesity level. Like there's just like a certain look to all of them behind these accounts that are still like simping so hard for him and like like going so hard after me.
There's no college educations behind those accounts for sure.
No, never.
All right, I got to jump off because I'm about to be at the place where I am going. Are you going to stay on? Maybe you invite somebody
Unless
else up?
anybody wants to get on, I don't know. I've got like I have a meeting in an hour, so I do have a little more time. But probably see if anybody wants to come up. Then I'm probably going to hop off too. Last call for anybody to request speakers. I don't see anybody requesting now. So
All right. Well, I will. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
all right, I'll see you then. Yeah, we'll talk later.
Okay, and I'll talk to you later, anyways.
All right, bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Why isn't it?
All right. Let me see if anybody
hold on,
wants to
see.
come on. If not, I'm going to wrap this up because it's been a good week to be slow with work, to be honest. I think now through after the 4th, it'll be pretty slow, which is
Wednesday?
nice.
I think it's Wednesday.
So I have to deal with like the Sparkly hearing Wednesday. It's like, when is this going to be done with this shit?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does anybody want to come on? Let me see some comments.
Turtleboy, I can't. Some people say the stupidest shit. Like, what, bro? No, thank you. Block. Anybody who says
Somebody asked, do I think the documentary will happen? I mean, I think Jeff Compelling Pictures has already invested some money into it. I don't know how much it costs to have a film crew come out a few times, so I don't know if it's like abandoned ship. But the fact that there's already been Carrie documentaries everywhere, I mean, Netflix has their own. There was the one on HBO. I just don't like who is going to buy it at this point. And I've heard that nobody wants to buy it. So
nope, they don't.
I mean,
gee, I
you
wonder
have to
why.
buy her up. Lydia wants to speak. Let me accept it. Hi, Lydia. Hello.
Hey, sorry, there's always a little delay.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to, I can't wait for the dramatic reading. I'm so glad Leah said yes.
I love it. Love you,
But
Leah.
there's no, I assume there's no stream from this court.
I don't think so. I don't know. I'll see. I'll look into it if there's a Zoom or not. That would be awesome. If somebody, I'll definitely see if Mike Crawford will stream it. If they do Zooms up there, I think that would be awesome.
Yes, that is what I wanted to ask.
Yeah, I mean,
and like I say awesome, it's like that's not, I don't like saying that necessarily about like a restraining order hearings. This is supposed to be like a serious thing. Like this is
no,
it's not the venue for an online internet dispute, but I mean it's gonna be fun because it's I mean, just because of the horrible things that this woman has done to us, like it's our turn, I guess, to flip the scripts, and I noticed it's on for now. I mean, we're not going to not show up and not deal with it. So just making the best of it at this point, you know.
I feel bad for Jeff.
Yeah, it's just crazy to make you drive to another state.
Why?
I know. Oh, there's like a comment where she's like relishing in us having to drive up there and like take time out of our day. She's like, well, we'll make them pay, we'll make them learn. And there's others, she's like, well, they can pay a lawyer and have to deal with it. Like, so it's okay. So you're using lawfare then to get back at us because you don't like what we're saying.
Yeah, that's insanity. That is insanity. Well, she learned from the master though, right?
Yeah, I mean, apparently he was like cheering it on last night too.
I don't see her.
Ugh.
She got me.
Well,
blocked.
sorry you have to deal with that, but go get those court costs back.
I know. It's just
come on, Filter Little.
Like,
let's have a convo.
It's like I'm not paid like hourly or salary, but I have to take like basically a vacation day to deal with this.
I know. During already like
I wouldn't be shocked if he was just added to that lawsuit.
Yep.
Just saying.
That sucks.
Just saying.
Well, I hope you get to do a multimedia presentation.
You mean Leah?
I would think you would have to be allowed to because that's where it all took place. It all took place digitally, so I can't imagine them
allowing cameras in the courtroom. So I guess he is because he has.
Oh yeah, no, I called the court already and just explained that I will need to play video, and they said depending on the room, there may or may not be something to hook it up. So just bring a laptop, and they were also like, keep in mind there may not be Wi-Fi, so thumb drive. And I was like, yep. got it all
No
prepared. That's
copy,
good. I just want to make sure I wasn't going to show up there and be told no, like no phones, no computers or anything. But nope,
So
they're
wild.
all good and all ready. It's just
So you can't bring any evidence.
I don't like I don't like to say I like doing this, but I kind of like this. Like I kind of wish I went to law school sometimes as I'm doing this. Like it's fun almost writing like cross-examination questions and everything. But then it's like I'm doing this and taking my time out of stuff. Like I'm not getting paid for this, so this is not like this kind of sucks. Is kind of I do like doing legal stuff, but
yeah, no, it sucks. It does, and the end game is just so weird.
yeah, like what she wants us to just delete posts. Like so, first of all, too, and I think we almost talked about this yesterday. Like the demand itself was like almost borderline extortion, about threatening to drop the thing and stuff. But it's like listen, you posted about us too, so there's posts about us up there, and then on like 30 different shows, you're bad mouthing us. So you expect like 30 different shows to get deleted. Like we're not asking that of you. So like for you to ask that of us, and honestly, like. I probably if she had just stopped talking about me and Jen for a period of time, I probably would have been happy to just delete the article, but like not with I'm not going to do it now with like because it's like admitting I've done something wrong. Nothing in that article is like harassment or grounds for a restraining order. So I'm not deleting it while like this court thing is done. But like honestly, if she had ended up just stopped like realizing this is stupid and stopped, and like then there was a period of time where she just stopped talking about me and Jen. And even if that's happened, is she gets the orders denied and she just stops talking about me and Jen for a period of time. If she were to ask me to take it down, like I probably would. Like I'm not unreasonable. Like I didn't like things being up about me that come up in Google and like so. If she stopped, I would be happy to. I'm not unreasonable. I'm not like cruel. Like, but as long as this is going on, no, like I'm not taking anything down right now.
It's a good point.
I wonder if it'll, it's still possible. I think that it doesn't happen, but.
So that's what we were talking about the dramatic reading. I was like, I was saying that because I had already started writing my questions and I already started our speeches last week when she was talking about like dropping it. And I was like, I'm kind of sad. I was like, if it's dropped, then we still need to do like a dramatic reading of it, like and cross-examine like somebody to play, like because like why not? I mean, I put all this work. I put all this work into it, you know. So
yeah, it's craziness.
Gross.
Love and light.
Watch Filter Little.
That's all it is.
Love and light.
I mean,
Nina's here.
What's crazy is everything, it's now going to be, part of the record. All these things that, she said, which are just crazy things.
But no, thank you.
A grandma to say, and now it's all going to be in a court document. Like,
yeah, because I mean, it's definitely every hearing in every court is recorded. This one is going to be recorded, so even if it's not Zoom streamed, let's say we're going to request the audio of it after, and then it will be streamed. You know what I mean? It's not going to be impounded. There's no like,
it's amazing.
It's not like a severe domestic. Even in those cases, they don't like. Remember, we tried to get ours like impounded in private, and they denied it. They're not going to allow hers to be like private. Like it's going to be out there. It's going to be on the record. All the things about the balls and her calling people like nasty loose snatch wrinkles and stuff, like all of that's going to be out there now for the world to see. I mean,
yeah, that's insane.
I assume now her family's probably following like her YouTube and other people. I'm sure they're probably like tuning into it now that it's been brought to their attention. But
yeah, I mean, I would just be mortified if that was my grandmother.
Yeah, or if that was my mother, like I would, like I said earlier, like I would. If I found out my mom was like calling people's works and then acting like crazy online, I would want somebody to tell me before they sued her, and like, because I'd probably be helping with it. You know what I mean? I would want the benefit of contacting them and trying to get them to stop.
Your grandmother to knock it off.
That's sheer craziness. I don't get it. So that's why I kind of think maybe, I don't know, maybe she'll get cold feet.
Yeah, I mean, but like, unless the daughter-in-law is going to go there and testify and say how scary and awful it was, I don't even see how much of that is like admitted beyond the fact just that she messaged her. She can't say that her daughter-in-law was scared with like she can't talk about like it's hearsay. So she hopefully she's coming to testify or she's written some kind of affidavit. I don't know. But
like, come on.
Hey guys, how are you?
Nina.
Nice to listen to you. It was very interesting. Will you go with a lawyer, Meredith, or will you represent yourself?
Oh no, we're not paying lawyers for this. Like this,
okay.
Like yeah, no. I mean, honestly, I was almost thinking of doing my own restraining order hearing myself because like I know just so much more than a lawyer does. But like honestly, it was like stressful, and knew I was gonna get emotional with it, and like I wouldn't be able to like have things organized, and I was gonna like cross-examine him. Ew, like I didn't even this whole like thing that I was like looking the other direction to be respectful of or disrespectful to like Bradel. No, like I actually looked down when my own lawyer was questioning because where he had to stand was right behind where Aiden was sitting, and I would have to look like basically right at Aiden, right at him and at his face, and I saw him out of the corner of my eye, up looking, trying to make eye contact with me, and I did not want to look at him at all. Like
but that's actually crazy if you're trying to seek for a restraining order and the abuser sits right in front.
I know I know.
So intimidating.
It was just the way it was set up, unfortunately, where my lawyer had to stand, where like his lawyer had to stand. So I was like that for when both lawyers were talking to me because I didn't want to look straight at him. Like I wish we had gotten that table first so that it would be like opposite. You know, I would just be looking at a blank table, not him, but yeah. So anyways, like, but this one, it's like, no, hell yes, I'm going pro se. Like this is
okay. That's cool.
All of like my dream questions that I had drafted out for my lawyer for like our hearing that like he just ignored and went like just like went like rogue. I like am getting to put it finally use like here and just like this is like I was born for this.
You're so in the background. Imagine this coming for you. You know?
You also have a bind.
Wow, what is that?
Yeah, I was joking actually.
Filter little, get off my screen, lady.
And she was like, I had my fucking binder or something. I forget who made like a meme of it. It was so funny.
Was talking about you, you know?
You need to bring a giant, brightly colored binder that says burn book on it.
I know. Jason's coming to be like our paralegals to like play the videos for us and stuff. So
that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Oops.
Yeah, no, it's
crazy.
It'll be something.
And it will be recorded, like audio.
It will. So it's just I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if they have a Zoom that they can listen to then. But I know all court hearings in New Hampshire are recorded, and you can go and request the audio after, just like you can in Massachusetts. So we'll be able to get it after the fact, at least.
Oh my god! I almost feel bad for her. I'm sorry. That's
It's a live space.
I mean, like I said, like if she did end up dropping it and just like stopped talking about me and Jen for a period of time, if like just don't start no shit, there won't be no shit. Like if she just stopped, then I would have like I would definitely consider like if there's a few weeks where she just stops talking about us, I would happily delete the Substack. But like I've not seen that. Even when she's applied for this order, she won't stop talking about us and bashing us. So it's like, no, like I'm not deleting anything. I've done nothing wrong. Anything I've ever posted.
Even I don't even get what she's worried about the most with you. What's her biggest issue with you? Because you just replied to like her. Right?
I know. I don't know. She couldn't even say. She started saying nonsense about because I made a tweet about Kazi masturbating yesterday. I tried to like ask her. I was like, so what? She was like, you contacted my family. I was like, no, I didn't. Like, and she's shown no proof of that. Like, no proof. I've never contacted her family. And then she started to say, well, like they know where I live and you're posting their addresses online. Like I've never done anything of the sort. I don't know where your family lives. I don't care. Like you put your own address out there with your Amazon wish list. Like I think I know what town you live in because you said it on your show, but I don't know like your address. I don't want to. I don't know where your family lives. I don't care. I don't care about you. I only commented after you were talking to me for 3 or 4 weeks saying I deserve to lose my job. I quote tweeted it yesterday. The very first time I ever said anything remotely negative about this woman was when, like, again, for like the 5th time, somebody tagged me. They were like, look what Sparkly's doing, Meredith. Look what you. And I said something like very respectful. I was like, yeah, like, it was disappointing to hear her say, like, I ruined my life and I deserve to lose my job. And I said something like, my life is far from ruined. I started a new job and it's actually like a raise or something like that. It was very respectful. And that's the first time I even said a word about her after she had been bashing me. And now it's even longer. Now that I've gone back on all of her streams for purposes of this hearing, she was talking about me, like talking crap about me for like almost a full month before I said a word. Every single show, and it was like,
she started mid-March when she started to talk to Turtleboy, and I think she's completely brainwashed by him. Like when she started to talk to him, everything changes. Everything changed, and it was literally she wanted to make this fundraiser for you, and then 2 or 3 days later, or a couple of days later, she hated you. And then it was then when she started to talk to Turtleboy and preparing for that interview with him.
Then I don't care. That's fine. She wants to go and be on his side, and like, I don't give a shit. And I think that's something he said last night that I like disagree with. It, the saying like, I want to ruin her life because she wants to be on his side or whatever. Like, I don't give a shit. And honestly, now I'm happy she's not on my side. Like, I don't want people on my side supporting me. I didn't realize how. I mean, I always thought she was just annoying. She over and over asking me to go on her space or share her space over and over. I thought it was annoying. It's like, good riddance. There's no love lost. I don't give a shit. Like, we weren't friends or anything. Go ahead, do what you want. The only time I even started responding to you was when you start calling like Jen's job and doing all this shit. And like, yeah, like I'm not trying to destroy you. I'm gonna make fun of you back though. Like, I'm allowed to. You started going after me first. Like, I'm not trying to destroy you. Like, go ahead, be on his side. I don't care. I don't want you back on my side. If anything, it's embarrassing for having people like you support me. It's like a bad look. So like, I don't give a shit. That's not why we're here. We're here because like,
you mean we can't.
She's the one who escalated things first, calling Jen. Even Val like called her out on that. Like, she was the one who called her work first before Jen. Like, Val was even like poking her. She's like, so what are you gonna say though when like you say she called your daughter? Which by the way, Jen never called her, and she was saying that people called them. She's like, what are you gonna say when she says that you called her job first, Sparkly? And she's like, well, I don't care. These assholes. Like, she was like really drunk on that.
Bro. I can't wait for the dramatic reading as well.
Like, even people on her side are like hinting at it. It's like, yeah, but you did this first. Like, this isn't gonna like be good.
Yeah, I mean, many people tried to tell. I think I was the first who tried to tell her. This is not going in.
Nina definitely told her
in a good way.
Like, what are you doing?
But
like,
yeah,
what are you doing?
I was the first one who tried to tell her, and yeah, it was the same end. It was fuck you, Nina. You're a drama stirrer. You're just all fuck you, fuck off,
She's
whatever.
Very proud.
And I was like,
okay. Love little.
Okay, go
little.
for it. But it's ridiculous.
All the love for you guys.
Like, yeah,
you're not my viewers.
I can't believe that she really is dragging you to court. That's ridiculous.
They don't.
And I had text messages. I had text messages from her when she was
she could get sued for lost wages.
You and Aiden when you had the TRO thing.
She could get sued
and
for
she was
like the time
nowadays should never use the court system for nothing, and you just should move on. And that's ridiculous to have the taxpayers pay for their things. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's actually what you're doing now. Right? It's the same. Yeah. No, it's not the same, but it's
but there's not
ridiculous what she's doing.
Like, she keeps making these statements too. She's like, I need to make a statement and hold them accountable for what they're doing to everyone else. And like, they said something mean to Kazi, and I'm gonna stand up to like for all of their like victims. And like, these victims are people like Kazi talked about me again for months before I said a word back to him. When I finally started listening to one of his things, where it's like I'm like, whoa, where I don't pay attention to you, but all of a sudden he's on my radar and he's like doing 3-hour shoes on Nan. Yeah, I'm gonna call out his behavior. Like what these victims are people who have like put themselves out here and gone after me for months without me giving them the time of day, like the quote unquote victims. In fact, and like she doesn't realize like that's not what this is for. This is for like, they can go and get an order if they think that's you're not there to go and like make a statement and stand up to bullying. That's not what this is for. Like, you idiot. I was watching videos.
That's what they say. Right?
From New Hampshire on the New Hampshire court website this weekend with like instructions about how the hearing's gonna go and what to like stuff. Because I was like trying to just find something about her claim that she gets 15 minutes and we get 7. And I'm watching these videos and it's like, this is serious. This is for people. It's like, if you're worried that they're gonna like take your kids and stuff, then you can contact this hotline to help, like get immediate help and stuff. It's very serious. This is not what this is for, to like make some statement to like stand up to online bullies when like you're the bully yourself.
That,
like by the way, like
Yeah,
this
and
is
I
not what
think
this is for.
I think this whole idea doesn't come from Sparkly, you know. I think she has people who telling her what to do because they're trolling her still. I'm convinced they're trolling her, like Valerie and Cossie and Turtleboy and Ginny and whatever.
They just want her to do the dirty work, and she's stupid enough to do it.
They're all feeding her with these ideas. Yeah, you have to go to court, you have to sue them, you have to get a TRO, blah blah blah. And she's going with it. She's she's not capable of having like her own thoughts. It's really like, or her own opinion. It's like, whoever says something to her, she's going with it. If it's like feeding her what she wants, feeding her grift or feeding her views or whatever.
Members to make sure that I can just
that's crazy,
disappear,
actually.
which is
and
what he
the
does
people
to everyone.
behind her are
for him, I don't give up easy.
right? I mean, they just use her and 100%.
Thank you very much.
I think even Valerie said one time, no, leave it. Don't do it. Don't go further with it. I wanted
some gold today. I don't do gold all the time. I was like, I want some gold and some pink, because pink's my favorite color, and I'm wearing black, so I could pretty much do anything I wanted.
You're wrong,
It was
Valerie,
like a
you're wrong.
blank palette for me to play with.
I think these are all very, very weirdos.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, Melanie Little's never met me.
They're all creeps.
Doesn't know me.
Yeah, I mean, just like her actions alone, like the extortion request last week about deleting posts.
She essentially just talks shit to stay on the Turtles' good side. And that really just speaks volumes of who she is as a person. I don't need a pat on the head from a sewer turtle or an Ethel or any of those people. She can't say everything with her whole ass chest. I say everything with my whole ass chest. I do not allow someone else to tell me what I'm going to fucking say and what I'm not going to fucking say. He can try to starve my channel as much as he wants, along with people like Melanie Little, from donations and support. But the people who have been with me long enough know who I am as a person. They know my community. We have both sides here. We take this thing where it's called being humans and say, okay, we can just agree to disagree, right? We're not a cult, so I do not go and stalk to see where my viewers watch. A lot of my viewers go and watch everywhere. They want to see everything. And I'm not like, oh my God, you were watching Ethel. How dare you? You're blocked from my channel. Like, I don't need to do like, the long facial expressions, the pretend ones, the very actress ones. Oh, I can't believe it. That is absurd. 30-second pause. It's crazy. This is insane. No judge would ever do. I've never seen such a thing. Well, Filter Little, you haven't seen such a thing because you didn't practice criminal law. And when you talk about law, it makes my fucking body cringe because you are so uneducated. No wonder why you stopped practicing T-minus over a decade ago and why you only practice civil law, because listening to you talk about criminal law makes my brain want to explode with misinformation. Oh God, but it's angry. She's an angry one. I think she's a little angry. Why are you so angry, Filter Little? Just get a little chuckles. You know what I mean? Right? I love that their hate brought you here. Lots of times when she decides she's going to say my name, and again, say my name, bitch, say my name, I get an uptick in people who come and actually do find my community to be a place that they love, because I'm not fucking fake. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to say because I'm not in a cult. So I don't have to worry about pissing anyone off, and I'm not afraid of saying something that my audience might not like, because at least they know what they're getting from me is authentic. What's that thing I say all the time about the words in my mouth, guys? What's that thing that I say about that I can't be responsible for? Anybody want to repeat? I'm very clear with my audience, and I think they appreciate that, I wish the money was filing. I'm a smaller channel. Imagine being a channel that has, what does she have, like 100 and something thousand subscribers? Like, imagine shitting on a channel with 3,500 subscribers. Like, if I'm so irrelevant, why is my name coming out your mouth? Feels like you might feel a little inadequate, Filter Little. I'm very sorry that you feel that way. Sorry that you feel inadequate. You know? Sorry. I'm very sorry. Just for you, Filter Little, I shall put the donation information up on my screen. And for those of you watching, you guys know how to donate, but we do have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. We have a link that works for credit and debit cards. It's up pinned to the top of the chat. It's in the description of the video. We have Chime and Revolut, which are the same as Cash App and Venmo. This is actually the first time I'm even doing the whole how to donate spiel, and it's an hour and 45 minutes in. So, you know, I'm not very good at remembering to do this in the beginning. Then we have Jules and Super Chats. So obviously I appreciate you all. We don't get inundated with Super Chats like her, but what we do have is integrity and self-respect, boundaries, and we're not in a cult. So I'll take that any fucking day. Thank you very much. See that? See that? And people figured it out, you know, and I hope other people do figure it out. He lies about a lot. And as you know now, what do you know about him now? The dude has fucking diabetes. It's goddamn incurable. You know, it's fucking spreading. It's spread throughout the whole cult. The diabetes is just goddamn everywhere. You know? Goddamn fucking everywhere. Oh, thank you. And I am thrilled to have you in my community. I appreciate you. I wish I could hug you all. I was really very, very humbled meeting so many of you at the event. There were so many people, and I had to give everybody, you know, I'm a hugger, right? Like, just know I'm a hugger. A lot of the times when I'm out in public and someone sees me, they'll sort of like give me a little tap on the shoulder, and I'm like, tap on the shoulder? No, girl, guy, bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. We're huggers here. I'm a hugger. Okay? I'm a hugger. Right? I'm one of those people too, Freeze, where it's like, you want to disparage someone you've never met and don't know because you want to stay on the Sewer Turtles good side because half of your audience that gives you donations is from the cult. Like, cool. But it's wild, isn't it? Isn't it wild? Like, and then you have to start wondering, like, if that disparity is so large about the truth, right? What else did he lie about? Who else did he lie about? Right? Filter Litter's never met me. She don't know me. She don't know a goddamn thing about me. Not a single thing. She's just mad because I know criminal law 10 times better than she ever will, and she has a bar license and I do not. And we all know the only reason why I don't have a bar license, because unlike her, I have a child with a terminal illness. And so my child was more important. Her health was more important than school. Unfortunately, right? My daughter got sick. So she was born sick. And so I chose, obviously, to be an attentive mom and deal with my kid's medical situation, which is still ongoing to this day, instead of school. I had a choice, right? And obviously I'm going to choose my kid every fucking time. But had I had the, time, I'd have been a lawyer fucking 10 times over by now, you know? I love hugs. I'm a hugger. You know, I'm a hugger. She must be a little threatened, right? And I do believe it's because she knows that my legal takes are good, on point, and that she doesn't really know criminal law that well. So oftentimes she gives her entire 100 and something thousand people audience like horrible legal takes, number one. She does not tell them that she hasn't practiced over a decade, and she does not tell them that she was only a civil attorney. She did not practice criminal law. She wasn't good at it. But those are not things, of course, she's going to tell them. Now, is it? I worked in corrections, all right, in a prison. I was literally in the system as someone who was a former addict myself before I worked in the prison, right? See how that comes full circle? I sat in a cell being charged with, possession of drugs as a drug addict. My life went full circle, right? And I ended up working in a prison in corrections, all the while still studying law because that was my passion. That was my passion. It always has been, and it probably always will be. I'm a nerd. What can I say? And it's just something I knew after being on the stand as a 12-year-old witness at that time, that is something that I wanted to do. It was fascinating to me how both attorneys were asking the same questions, right? But the defense attorney kept asking the same question in different ways, phrasing it differently to see if I would give a different answer. And I remember at one point, as the 12-year-old me, stopping him and saying, "Sir, I've answered that question several times. You keep asking it, but in a different way. The answer isn't going to change. The truth doesn't change." And it was fascinating to me, like that was his tactic to try to see if I was lying or trip me up, was to ask it, but ask it in a different way and see if you got a different answer. And in that moment, I was hooked. That was the moment. I'll never forget it. That was like the aha moment where I became fascinated with everything law. And from there on, I just did everything that I needed to do to like study it. My aunt worked in an office, lawyer's office, and so I used to be able to sit down on things. First, it was like civil cases, then it was arraignments, so on and so forth. Got to help out in the office, the lawyer's office, working. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was freaking awesome. You know, and then being someone who had to deal with the system, I obviously saw it from that side. And then someone who worked in the system, I saw it from that side too. So I have a lot of real life experience with the court system, the legal system, and corrections. Not only does Filter Little not, but some of the shit she says is so fucking wild. I'm like, how can you sit there and directly lie to your audience so easily just to keep a sewer turtle happy? If you pass the fucking bar, you know that's not true. You know that the words coming out of your mouth do not match at all what is true. Yet Filter Little sits there and just does it. Or she does her little, "Oh my God, this person is so horrible. They're so bad." Meredith is horrible. She's so bad. You know, she did all these crazy things. Well, what were the crazy things that she did, Filter Little? Please tell us how you would know this. Turtleboy said so is not evidence, darling. Okay? The man's a pathological liar. All right? A pathological liar. He really needs to get a bra for those moves. Those things are about a C cup. All right? They're working their way into some D's. Right? I wonder if they bounce when he runs. Just wondering, asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. You can't unsee it. It's wild. It's fucking wild, you know? But she's been falling in line for quite some time now, you know? And that's, I mean, as a lawyer, right? And there's no way she doesn't realize by now she's being used by him. It's fear. It's fear. When he's done, he'll drag her through the mud and then some. A lot of people have said that exact thing to me, old enough to know. A ton of people have said that exact thing. She is not the same since she started following him. She's gotten meaner, shittier. Her takes are horrible, right? I mean, look at the way she tries to attack my friend Nan. She doesn't fucking know Nan, right? Feels like she's a little jealous of Nan too. That's what I think. I think she's just jealous. I think she's just jelly Nan. I think they're very upset. I think that they also don't like people who can agree to disagree on a case, but still be good friends. What the fuck? Did anybody else just see that? This video is unavailable. It went unavailable as we have it on the screen. What is happening right now? Hold the actual phone here. What is this? Okie dokie. Yeah, I feel like it's a jealousy thing, right? Like, I mean, I can't be the only one that feels like that, right? Like, okay, what just happened here? Okie dokie, artichokey. Okay, all right, we're gonna see what the fuck is going on. What about NBC 10? Let's check NBC 10. NBC 10. They took the video down. That's wild. What the hell is going on here? Yep, it just went unavailable on my screen as we were watching it. Like, what the, not as we're watching here, but as we were looking at the screen. Like, what in the fuck is happening here? The judge might have like backtracked on allowing cameras in, but again, public, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no hearing a trial. Oh, she absolutely fucking watches him. She's such a liar, dude. Such a fucking liar. 5 days ago. There's nothing else. I don't see Mike's having a problem too. I mean, I could text Mike and see if he's got a lead on anything else, but I don't think they just up and removed it. Like, what in the fuck? Yeah, I did. It's gone now. I did. It's completely gone. I don't understand what they did. Like, why? Why y'all doing all that? CBS, like, what's your fucking problem? What is your problem, CBS? Yeah, I don't get it. It's gone, and they didn't like replace it with anything, which is just weird to me. Why would you get rid of it? I don't know. It's possible, you know? It's possible the judge doesn't want the circus. Leah, they just fucking nuked the stream that they had up. Not sure why. Right? If you don't watch it, how would you know anything about me? Not that you would know anything about me from watching him anyway, because he doesn't know a single thing about me. Isn't that amazing? So how the fuck would Filter Little know a goddamn thing about me? It's amazing. Leah, guess what? Filter Little apparently was just talking about me. So some of her viewers, who I appreciate, popped over to get a membership because they were just like, no, that's not cool, lady. Like, no. No. They nuked it. NBC, WBZ took it down. CBS, they took it down. Weird. Talking chat over there was Karen canceled her depot. I'm going to find out right now. Please hold. Oh, yeah, she's triggered, apparently. So Feminem came over here and subscribed to our channel, which we appreciate. Thank you, Feminem. Appreciate you. Because she's apparently, yeah, triggered. She's triggered. She's triggered, Leah. God damn it. A lot of people do. Like, you're not gonna sit there and talk about my friend Nan, dude. We can have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I think she's even said Leah's name once or twice. Like, lady, you don't know these people, okay? You're not even in the cool kids club. Like, you think they like you? No, they tolerate you. Aiden doesn't even like Melanie. He can't tolerate her facial expressions just like I can't. I feel like her facial expressions push a lot of people away. Oh, you're gonna require another apology? Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Space Ghost. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But my work for having me actually pay attention to what I'm working on. I know the nerve, right? The nerve. I know my work too. You guys are needy, okay? I'm just kidding. I love you guys. My work too, you fucking needy bitches. And men, I love you guys. I love you needy bitches. I'm a needy bitch sometimes too. Is she? Shut up. How much does anyone want to bet? She's about 7 whiskey Tims into a bottle. Or about, and that bottle is probably about a half a better tall, at least, right? Bathtub Genduso, that's the best that you could come up with. Like, what the hell? Like, that's the best that you could come up with? That's what everyone says. That's what everyone says. Like, what the fuck? What in the actual fuck? People are like, well, she used to be good. She used to be okay. She used to, actually not be a douche nozzle. But now she's just a, cock juggling thunder cunt. So there's that. I'm going to find out right now if something got canceled. Hold on. Please hold. Please give me a moment to ask. I have to make a quick text here. They gave me a spreadsheet to make corrections in all my applicants. Thing is, I'm correcting the corrections they want me to correct because their original entries are correct. I also have Grandma Rabbit blocked, but since you have her blocked, you should still be able to listen to the shit show. Could be. We have rain here too. It's supposed to be raining on and off all day here. I mean, I do have clips we can fill it in with of some. Okay, everyone's trying to figure out what's going on. We're not the only one. Oh, they're protected. Okay, well, that's not going to help us now, is it? I'm still actively trying to figure out this hearing. I am being told we don't know yet what the fuck's going on. So they're trying to figure out why, and so I will, as soon as I know, you guys will know, obviously. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I clearly she just did. It's weird as fuck. Like, lady, listen, you sound like a lunatic. You look like a lunatic. Enough is enough with the nonsense. All right? Like, stop it. Stop the madness. Okay? Okay? Ridiculous. I said it's from the courtrooms, so maybe that's why. Yeah, but yeah, they would have to shut the camera off. But why take the stream down though? That don't make sense, because they could still keep the same stream up and just move the camera to a different courtroom. So why nuke the stream? So that's the only like thing that's making me go, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what in the hell is happening? Oh, what did Ethel have to say this morning? Ethel crashed out a little this morning, you guys? Yeah? I think so. Yeah, I was, at least. I was, you know? She doesn't want to hear truth. That's not, she did want to hear truth until, like, I don't know, Aiden must have promised her that all the Turtle Riders would send her Venmos and Cash Apps for her new channel, because I don't see how all of a sudden she went from realizing who Aiden was to, oh, he's so amazing and awesome. Yeah, on X. It doesn't make any sense. It simply makes no sense. So, I mean, listen, people are allowed to like change their minds, but when it's very clear that the only reason why you changed anything was because you talked to a sewer turtle, oof, that becomes kind of a fucking problem, right? Like, it's not because you got some sort of new information. It's not because he's not a bad person. Simply because you talked to him and you let him gaslight you, which I warned you several times would happen, right? Come on. Let's be honest here. Yep. I can't. Not that I want to hear her fucking stupid spaces anyway. I don't. I would prefer not to. It's mind numbing listening to these people talk and scream. And no. No. Okay. Leah Charlie's looking fresh today. Look at that cut. Look at the poodle mohawk. Gotta love it. All right. Oh, I got clips. All right. We'll fill it in with some fucking clips. How about that? Until we figure out. Maybe the judge just doesn't want cameras. Weird. But still, at the same time, you've already allowed it. So, I don't know. Ethel big mad? Oh, she got big mad this morning. She's still big mad at Aiden. Has she figured out yet that, like, still saying, like, I still support you isn't actually going to work? Like, you can say whatever you want, but he's still gonna, throw digs and shit on you and do all that fun stuff. Yeah, I can't. It's not there. I'm blocked and she has it protected. So, but we have some clips to listen to. We got some stuff. Oh boy. That's for another time, but oh boy. maybe the judge gave the attorneys the big talking to about all the fucking, you know, canceled depots that they keep canceling. Nonetheless, we have clips. We got some clips. All right, we got some clips. I should make a new folder. Apparently, Ethel really thought that, like, if she asked that Meredith would do an interview on her show, like, what? So Meredith said, Jolene made her mad again, right? Judge, no cameras for you, no soup for you. You're all a bunch of motherfucking animals. Y'all grew up in a goddamn motherfucking barn. I mean, to be fair, he was saying, like, enough pandering to social media. All right, we're not fucking doing that no more. It's like a pandering to social media. Why would I be doing such a thing? Like, come on, stop it. Let's not pretend that, like, that's not a thing. All right, like, come on. Nope, that's a thing. Okay. I don't know. I'm waiting to find out what was going on with the cameras. People, we're trying to figure this out. They're trying to figure this out. The second that I know, you'll know. I don't know. So we're working on it on the other end here. And when we figure out what's happening, we with the cams, or if they're going to put it back up or whatever, then you'll be the first to know. As of right now, there is no hearing up. No Tuxbury. Well, it depends. There's multiple cases, so I guess it depends. Like right now, it's Tuxbury. I think you were. I think you mean from the trial and stuff. That was different. This is simple cases, so it's Tuxbury. Hold on, my phone is just blowing the fuck up, like literally blowing up. I drop bombs like Hiroshima. I'm a gangster. I don't listen to no Weezer. Okay, here we go. So this one is apparently Ethel. Okay, Ethel's had a party in her own head. You know, she had a party, and in her head, Meredith would somehow, some way do a thingy above her with her, interview. And so Meredith said, "Don't mistake my calm, rational text for kindness. You lied about me for months, piled on unprovoked starting in October, contacted my work, said disgusting things, mocked my looks, and called me a bad mother. I did nothing to you. I simply posted a clip of your own words after you came at me for no reason. Meanwhile, you're getting absolutely everything you deserve. I would never do an interview with you without a massive public apology first. It's actually hilarious and delusional that you think Karen would either. The documented proof of the vile shit you said about her for months is everywhere too. Zero self-awareness. P.S. It's delicious hearing you act shocked that he's doing to you exactly what everyone warned you he would. A normal person with even basic self-awareness would reflect on all the shit he did while you were still simping for him, like I did. Apologies were made, but of course you'll never have the self-awareness to do that. Just like him, you'll never admit you're wrong. I have to say that, wrong.
Common denominator between like Lindsay and Kate and Meredith is like these common denominator between like Lindsay and Kate and Meredith is like these women prioritize themselves over their children. And like, I don't do that in my life. I don't surround myself with people that do that. And so like, I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to parenting. You know what I mean? And like these women prioritize themselves over their children from the smallest way to the biggest way.
Parent.
Lindsay that night where she was like dragging her kids out of the house at, like, and they're all screaming like, and the shit, like, I would fucking never. I'd be like, I'll fucking get this argument back up tomorrow at 8 a.m. when my kids are with their dad. Like we table that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck Kate's problem is, but like you literally lost your kids. Like, we're not the same. You know what I mean? Meredith literally lost her job over her behaviors and is putting her child in a situation where like there's all this shit going on. For what? Like, I'm sorry, but bitches that fucking think they're more important or can't even see that they're not as important as their kids, I'm all set. So it's not even grudges. It's just like these are people I do not consider to be like peers.
She doesn't think that at all.
Common denominator between like Lindsay and Kate.
Oh, she doesn't think she's the most important person on planet Earth ever. You know, like not even a little. Like, right? I feel like it is, right? I mean, there's just a lot of drama everywhere all the time. So apparently Ian's very mad. He's very upset. He's very upset about this interview that he was doing with Gretchen Voss this morning for Boston Magazine. And I wondered to myself why Gretchen Voss would even do the interview with him. Like, why? Why even bother giving him a single second was my thought. You know, like what? Why? Like, I wouldn't. No, thank you. I'm good. You know?
These women prioritize themselves over their children.
Also
and like, I don't do that in my life. I don't surround myself with people that do that.
On what's going on, so I will let you guys know when I know. So I figured it must be the judge saying no cameras in the courtroom. I don't think he wants fodder for the internet. He's like, you know what? y'all brought the interwebs into my courtroom. And I'm not digging it. I'm getting emails. And did you get a bomb threat, Your Honor? Your judgeness? It's like, your judgeness. Your judgeness. Did you also get a bomb threat from these fuckers? Like, right? I mean, he's extorted a lot of people, and I can confirm that he is, these deals he tries to make behind closed doors. Like, well, I'll make a deal with you. I'll take down this blog that smells like wet socks and broken dreams that I wrote about you with no actual truth to any of it. If you don't say the things about me that you're saying that are true, okay? And if you don't, I will destroy your life, sir. That's not a deal. That's extortion. That's extortion. Okay, that's extortion. That is fucking extortion, sir. Okay? That's what that is. So he, big man, this morning, he said, had a very contentious interview with Gretchen Ross. Sir, do you know what contentious means? Okay, I feel like you don't. I feel like you don't. So he said, I had a very contentious interview with Gretchen Voss this morning for a Boston Magazine article in August. It's clear that it's going to be a hit piece on Karen Reed because she can't get over the fact that her corrupt friends were unsuccessful in their attempt to lynch an innocent woman. I'll be publishing a story about our interview shortly. Why are you mad, bro? Like, you gonna another wet socks and broken dreams? I thought you didn't have time to write blogs anymore. Right? Come on. You know what fucking propaganda is. Like, come on. Hey, Nina. Hello, darling. That is the hardest thing. My mother was adopted, and so like sometimes as a parent, like you have those choices that are impossible. My mother's mother, who actually ended up dying before my mother was even 18, her biological mother gave her up for adoption and to give her a better life. And that's what my mother got with my grandparents. She got a better life, you know? I need a search party. Can't locate my iced tea that's in my office. I can't locate any water because I drank it all. I mean, is that a thing? I literally was waiting to get paid this morning because I'm a broke bitch and I need a case of water. I need a case of water. I drank all the waters are gone. And so I have nothing to drink in the house. I do have this Sprite from this morning, but I'm like, my bank is like, there's like nothing there. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I have to call the bank and be like, you guys do this. Okay. I only get paid a few $100s from YouTube once a fucking month. All right. A few $100s. It's not a lot of fucking money, dude, but I would like my fucking money in a timely fashion. So when fucking Google AdSense sends me an email and says, Mirror, we've sent your fucking payment and there's no payment in my account, we got a fucking problem, Venmo. Stop holding on to my goddamn money after it gets to you. Just give it to me. I need water, okay, to live. Starving like a fucking hostage, all right? Gee, that's not even a case of Propel, just a case of regular water. I drink a lot of regular water. I only buy like a 6-pack of Propel now. My little loves the Propel, but I'll buy the packets so that the whole case of water can be used either by themselves or my little can take a packet to school with her. So that's what I usually do. But I was like, they do this every month where they like hold it, like Venmo holds it instead of direct depositing it for like 6, 8, 10, 12 hours. And I'm like, bro, I have the fucking tracing number that Google AdSense sends you like right in the morning. Like, it's like, where's my, every month y'all go, we don't see it yet. We don't see it yet. And then every fucking time I get off the phone with them or off their stupid chat and within like an hour, it's in my account. Oh, but it's just magically not there. Like, ugh, it was so frustrating. I was like, I just want to buy a case of water. I just want to DoorDash a case of fucking water. That's all I do. Okay, that was the thing. Okay. The face you make when a parody account costs you $10,000 and all you got in return was getting clowned twice. That's what it looks like. Clown car.
Fuck out of here. You're fucking trash. It's okay to say that Peg O'Keefe is fucking filthy, disgusting trash. Add that one to your fucking lawsuit. Fuck.
And they will. Not for nothing, but how fucking dare you, right? Imagine saying something like that, you know, about a murder victim's mother. Like, how fucking unself-aware do you have to be, sir? You know what I mean? Like, Yeah, I like the packets because you can either just get the regular water and just drink regular water, or you can pop a packet in it and boom, you got a Propel. You know, little flavor once in a while. You know. Oh, it was so frustrating. I would have rather bash my head off a brick wall for an hour than deal with them. Love you. Extortion receipts. Yes, I will. Probably. I would assume that the court wants to show a pattern of behavior, and that goes back a long while. So what they allow, how many they allow in, or if they allow them in, is up to them, but they exist, obviously. I've seen plenty. Right. What the fuck did Peg O'Keefe do to anyone? It makes you cringe. If you don't cringe listening to someone disparage a murder victim's mother, I don't know what planet you live on. Also, hey, fun fact. See that thing above his head there to the left, guys? It says best of at the top, and it's got the W and the M, and it's green. See that? Okay. He printed that. That's not even the real fucking award. It's not an award, but like it's not even the real award. Sorry. Yeah. So that is, he printed that out and made that himself. The award, it's not even an award, it's best blogger. It was like a voting thing that they absolutely stuffed the fucking ballot box for. And what happened was it's still at Brett's friend's house. He made Brett go and pick it up because he didn't want to be identified as Turtleboy. He wanted people to think Brett was Turtleboy. So he had Brett go get it. Brett got it, but Brett don't live near him, so it went with Brett. And so it's actually still at Brett's friend's house, Brett said. And what's above Aiden's head right now isn't even the real fucking award. He printed that out himself and then put it in a frame. Imagine printing out a fake award and then proudly displaying it on the fucking wall behind you. Like what in the actual fuck stick? He likes to say he's an award-winning journalist. It was for like best blog of like Worcester County or something like that. Like best blog, not journalism, but blog. Like what the fuck, bro? Like what? He just hates women. It's very clear, right? He can keep saying he's not a misogynist, but like you don't have to say you're not a misogynist if you're just not a misogynist. Most people who aren't misogynists don't have to always say that they're not. You know, like, can't. Yes, an award for blogging. Yeah, and then he stuffed the ballot box with all his 72 fake accounts and all the other, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, award-winning journalist. It was a blogging bully fest in my area. Thank you. Incel energy. Yes, it's cringe. Like, sir, again, go take several seats to the back of the fucking DMV, all right?
Tuxbury, you like adding irrelevant shit to your lawsuit.
Aw, Aiden thinks it's irrelevant. I love that you don't know the law. I love that you constantly make your lawyers look like the incompetent buffoons that they actually are. It's very cute. Like, sir, you wouldn't know what was relevant or irrelevant in the legal term if it fucking punched you directly in your dick nose. All right. Like, let's be honest here. Okay. Stop it. Stop the madness right now. Stop the presses. This man trying to say what's relevant or what isn't relevant. Sir, I think it's very relevant. I also think the judge is going to find it very relevant. Yeah. Disparaging a murder victim's mother. Yeah, definitely relevant. Goes to who you are, character. It also goes to pattern of behaviors, you know? Well, yeah, that's also true. He does. And Betterow and Whiskey Tim Bradle, who has zero ethics, and you know, at least, okay. At least Tim Bradle doesn't use filters like Little, And he's like 2.5 bedrows tall, you know, he's about, you know, so he's got that going for him, you know, that's all he's got going for him. That's what he's got going for him, you know. I mean, it's just gross. Take the, you know, people going through the worst things of their entire lives, and then someone spreading a lie about them or a rumor, contacting this fucking clown, offering $5,000 for him to write an article about someone they don't like, right? He writes the article, checks nothing, doesn't confirm anything, just writes it, and doesn't care about what the fallout to their life will be. And then he wants to cry, bitch boy, of, I'm going to spend 90 years in jail. I'm going to be taken from my children. No, you took you from your children. This behavior right here, your inability to shut the actual fuck up.
Let me repeat that. Peg O'Keefe is gutter fucking trash. Gutter fucking trash.
Says the guy whose entire life is in a fucking dumpster fire that not fucking even the entire state of Massachusetts fire department could put out. Okay? Like, says that guy. Like, imagine being in this, like, chat with this guy and being like, yeah, finger banging away all your, from your mommy's basement, like, yeah, Peg O'Keefe, like, you know, she's a murder victim's mom, but yeah, you said she sucks, well, she sucks. Like, imagine being such a fucking cultist and a simp at that point that you're like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, sewer. Like, what, bro? Like, take your self-respect back, okay? Pick up your morals off the floor. Find Aiden's missing pupils, okay? They left the building a long fucking time ago. We made a missing poster for them. By the way, in case anybody was wondering, update on Aiden's missing pupils, okay? No one's called to report them. We have still not seen them. They are still at large. They are at large still. You know, last time we saw them was like 2023. This is an unprecedented lot of sight. It's not a prank. It's a critical emergency. Okay. If you have seen the man's pupils, please call us. We need to know. We need to know.
You associate with Krusty Panties? Go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it's the parody account? Oh, it's the parody account. I fell for the parody account.
What an idiot.
Come on. Who fell for?
You did.
Okay. All right. I got parodied. I fell for the parody account.
You did.
Okay. I don't change my opinion though. I think she's trash. I think she's trash.
Says
the fuck out of
trash.
Here. You're fucking trash. It's okay to say that Peg O'Keefe is fucking filthy.
It's totally okay to say the sewer turtle is going to prison. Team Shirley Max, don't drop the soap, bitch. Don't drop the soap, bitch. Soon to be inmate 277-514, folks. Soon to be. The bollock-faced foghorn of ignorance. It's wild. 6 feet 3 inches, or 2.5 bedrooms. Yeah, 2 1/3 bedroom. You know, fine. He's the armpit. He is the armpit of mess. You know, it's wild. It's wild. I am also embarrassed to be from Massachusetts. We don't want this guy. Does anybody would like to adopt this loser? We would be giving him to you for free, wrapped with a bow. We would like to get away. Ooh. Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot. Hold on. Damn it. How do I? Ooh. Hold on. I need you. Sorry. Right. So calling someone else trash is the irony of all the irony. It's amazing. It's quite amazing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's wild, right? Like, go to Tennessee. Go see Willie the Marlboro Cowboy. A Sasquatch has been seen somewhere in that area. You know, it's totally acceptable. Go there. Look at. There's a baby Betero right there. Look, he looks like he's even got his like harnesses on for his high chair. His little high chair harnesses. For fuck's sake. My phone is like freezing on me while I'm trying to do shit, and it's not like One of these days, man, one of these days, I'm going to get a new fucking phone. I just need to, and I need to soon before I throw this thing off a fucking wall. Right? Can we put him on an island? Will the Azores take him? It's a little island. You know, I don't think they want him either. But Hawaii certainly doesn't want him. Alaska would be a great place. You know, Alaska, we beg of you. How much do we have to pay you to take one sewer turtle? Just one sewer turtle. We will give you 5 Scotsmen, a sewer turtle. You don't even have to give us anything back. We beg of you. We beg of you. Just take it. Take it away. We don't want it anymore. We don't like it. We don't like it. It's serious. These are serious guys right here. Serious guys. Serious. So serious, in fact, that their favorite pastime looks something along the lines of like this.
Can you please not go back? Can you please not go back?
Inmate number 77254, we're going to need to bring you back, though. So we're really sorry about that, sir, but you're going to need to go.
Can you please not go back? Can you please not go back?
Mr. Kearney, we understand how you feel. Unfortunately, you have committed several crimes, sir, and your crying on the floor will not manipulate us, all right? But your judgment...
Can you please not go back? Can you please not go back?
Will never not be funny. It'll never not be funny. Not ever. Not ever. But never, ever. Forever, never. But your judgeness, me and Holden PD go way back like car seats. How can you do this to me? Absolutely. I have no doubt about that. None whatsoever, as a matter of fact, you know? He would not fit in San Diego. God damn it. Damn it. Fucking damn it. It's that little kid. Fucking damn it. You know? Imagine if that went viral in prison. I can actually send that on core links, or, you know, there's apps for the jail. And you can send it to people who are in there. And, you know, I'm from Norfolk County, so there are quite a few people that I know that are, you know, scattered. I also worked in the prison system, so I also know some COs scattered at different prisons. And from what I hear, he is so beloved in those jails. They love him so much that they want him to clean their underwear on a daily basis and hold their pocket. It's totally fine and acceptable. Don't drop the fucking soap. Get some soap on a motherfucking rope, sir. Okay? All right? Okay? It's totally acceptable. It's fine. You guys want to be my turtle riders? You guys want to be my turtle riders? You gonna ride for me? C-Block. Bird gang, bitches. I got a bird gang. Birds don't like me. Don't mess with Sparkly and her binder, okay? Don't you be marking me with my... Don't mess with me in my binder. I got a binder on you. Be scared. Be very scared. This is him again saying the mean, horrible things about Mrs.
Disgusting.
O'Keefe. Yep, because he got parodied because he's a fucking idiot. It's just the same thing. What do we got here?
Everybody feel bad for you when you do that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Crying.
Which is literally supposed to make everybody feel bad for you when you do that. And then the substance of the conversation is lost then because a grown up was crying. Enough of that. Enough of that. That doesn't work with me. Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that. Period. I don't give. Of course, it's always emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation. It 1000% is. And then all of a sudden, no one's talking about the issue at fucking hand. Right? Don't do the crying. If you want to have a conversation with me, don't fucking cry. I have zero tolerance for crying. None from fucking grown-ups. Zero. Period. Done. You want? Don't fucking cry to me. That doesn't fucking work on me.
Don't cry.
It might work on other people. Because I've been around criers. I've been around too many.
Can you please go back?
Don't do that. Don't do what he did. Okay. Do not do the thing he did. It's manipulation.
Criers. And I'm not doing the crying shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sure.
Dun, dun, dun. No, it's not. It is not. I'm late. I'm late to a very important thing. Look it, guys, it's a new game. It's called Turtle Goes to Jail. Okay? It's great. It's made by Chris Matai. Makers of Matai. Back to you, Tom. A blogger once said, when you wiretap people, you become a convicted felon. Well, Aiden, you're about to be a convicted felon.
I'm not gonna like maliciously do anything, but I'm gonna let the entire community know.
Come on,
that anybody who does business with you, they should assume that their phone conversations are being recorded, because that's what you do. You wiretap people. You're a felon. You're about to be a convicted felon.
You don't say.
And nobody should do business with you. Nobody. I'm not gonna like maliciously do anything, but I'm gonna let the entire community know that anybody who does business with you, they should assume that their phone conversations are being recorded, because that's what you do. You wiretap people.
No.
You're a felon. You're about to be a convicted felon.
No.
And nobody should do business with you. Nobody.
No, no one. Nobody. Himself, apparently. He's like, hey, this is me in 2024. In speaking to you in the future, sir, no one should do business with you. You're going to be a convicted felon. You're going to need to stop wiretapping people. You're going to need to also quickly find the pupils that you've lost since 2023, sir. Okay? You're going to need to get your shit together, Aiden from the future. Okay? Get your shit together, sir. We're going to jail. Going to prison. Going to prison. Clink, clink, bitch. Oh. Mike, shout out to Mike for this. I can't believe he admitted he's a lady. It's Will, of course. Lady, you don't get to just chalk up your attempt to destroy the name of a good person for the sake of content to comedy. Be still my heart. You don't? Are they talking? Is this past Will talking to future Will? Is this like you guys talking to each other? You guys giving little digs at each other? Is that what's happening? You know, this one goes to Aiden. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, guy. Now they're being called out, and your brand is that you're now a punchline for it. You backpedal. This is predictable behavior. I don't care how many other creators come to your defense. I don't even care if I consider them friends. You're trash. You thought you could step on people to get some imaginary place that doesn't even exist. We all know you tattooed yourself. I literally can't do anything but laugh at these clowns because it's legit like a clown show. How many idiot clowns can you fit in the clown car? Please honk your nose. Okay, honk your nose, Will. Honk it. You're a fucking clown. Just saying. Just saying. This is the same guy that tried to do like some weird petty stream on me the other day and couldn't even come up with his own title. He tried to use my Moving On Up Real Housewives title and just do heart deuce. Like, you are so not original. Can't even come up with your own shit. You know? Itty bitty. Oh, a doodle. I love the doodles. They're so stinking cute. They're so, oh God. Ethel Free, what was it? What is this? I'm afraid. Are we going to be wrong? If we listen to this, is it going to be wrong? I just need to know. Is it going to be wrong? I'm afraid to press the button here. Before we do a whole mess of Ethel here, I think we should play the Ethel bumper. Okay. Wrong. We're wrong for this. We're so wrong for doing this.
I need to speak to the manager of reality.
She needs to speak to the manager of reality. Still.
We were in the part of the interview where Aiden was talking about my views and my subs, right? And
here we go.
That particular part too, when you watch it like for the third or fourth time, how he's like, he knows what percentage of subs he's lost and what percentage of subs I'm losing was very eye-opening after the fact.
Ma'am, let me fill you in on something. I've said it about 1 million times. Although you people in the cult don't seem to listen. But guess what? Aiden's a stage 5 clinger. Stage 5 clinger. I'm gonna need a stage 5 clinger whistle for that man. Okay, he's stage 5 clings all my stuff. Okay, he wants to see what I'm gonna say about it. And yeah, he looks at all the numbers. He needs to know how many subs he lost today for his foul ass mouth. Okay, just saying. I'm just saying. Bingo. It's not rocket science, Jess. Okay? All right? You don't need to call Elon Musk and ask him for some wits. The man's a stage 5 player. Okay? He spends like 20 hours a day stalking the internet under his hundreds of sock accounts. Yes, you heard me say that. Hundreds of sock accounts. The man has a literal fucking spreadsheet of fake accounts. Who the fuck has the time for that? They cannot write blogs. Can't write any blogs with socks and broken dreams. He does not have time for blogs. What he does have time for, though, is he absolutely has time to get on a stream with you for 2.5 hours and say absolutely nothing of substance at all. Okay? Not at all. Not at all. But he cannot and does not have time to write blogs. He would love to call you a snatch donkey again from Somerset, but instead he wants to just spew nonsense on a stream for 2 hours with you. Okay? All right. Wonderful. Now that we've
and I'm just sick of the fucking crying from grown-ass 50-year-old women and shit. Enough with the fucking crying.
The crying.
Right? And not like, don't come. That ain't going to work with me.
Crying.
Oh, Turtleboy, you're being mean.
You're mean.
Really crying. I don't give a fuck.
He is fucking
and I'm just sick of the fucking.
Once again, what's that again? Can you like, please? Or Meredith in the background, like, can you get off the floor? Like, he called her a snatch donkey from Somerset. That's what he called her. You know, or something like that. Snatch donkey, something. I think it was snatch donkey. Gutter muppet, donkey, whatever the fuck. I just call, whatever the fuck it was. Poor Meredith's in the background though. Like, can you get off my floor? My neighbors are gonna hear you. I don't know why my couch is wet, sir. Like, I'm fully convinced he peed on that couch. Okay, all right. It was wet. No one knows why. He had several other pairs of shoes in the home, and yet he called the cops. Officer, can we get the turtle protocol? She's hidden a shoe. I know it. Can't find my key fob or my shoe. Cops like, sir, you're going to need to go to sleep. We cannot help you with a missing shoe. Do you have another pair? Well, several, but I know she hid it. I know it. You're going to need to initiate the turtle protocol, please. Oh, this is not Holden PD? Okay. Can you let them know? Mr. Kearney, we are not your personal maids or slaves. We don't do your personal bidding. Well, Holden PD does. Get your shit together, guys. Jesus. Old summer snatch donkey. It was wet. Why is it wet? Why is it wet? Why is it wet? He said he didn't know why. She's like, why is the couch wet? Why is this wet? He did. In a closet on the floor. Next to the other pairs of shoes that he has, several other pairs of shoes that he has. Please hold 1 second. Sorry, apologies. I had to do something. No, he does not. No, he doesn't care. That's the difference, right? The big difference is he doesn't care what his audience is. He doesn't care if his audience is the same as Jessica's. He doesn't care if his audience is made up of mostly women who donate. There are some men, but mostly women. He does not care. Why? Because he doesn't appreciate anything, ever. He simply does not, okay? He simply does not. It's just a deplorable piece of human fucking garbage. All right, what's this one?
I don't.
Well, again, is it off?
I don't intend to. I'll admit it's hard. Meredith privately is making a good case. Lastly, you are wrong about Baker. So wrong.
Wrong.
And he said Meredith is making a good case. And I said, just using kindness and emotion in her words. He said, LOL, okay, go be friends with Meredith then. And I said, that was not the point nor the focus of what I sent. Honey, I don't intend to.
Yeah, the Commonwealth was like, yeah, that's not how a clerk's hearing goes, sir. Okay? It's not how a clerk's hearing goes. You don't get to object and you don't get discovery. It's between the court. But this is why I say Holden PD needs to also be held accountable. So when the lawyer says, like, is this a pattern with him? Does he come in and often try to get people charged? Well, yes, I'm aware of that. Then why the fuck are we here? Right? Holden PD also needs to do better. Because what happens is, and he's learned this pattern, he goes and tries to get someone charged with something they didn't fucking do, or just to try to hurt them, right? He'll manufacture evidence, so on, and witnesses, make the turtle riders sign something under pains and penalties of perjury, and they'll lie for him, so on and so forth, putting their own freedom on the line to perjure themselves for him. And then Holden PD will say no, okay? And then he'll keep going back every day and being like, you have to, you need to, there's more evidence. And they'll say, there's not enough here. And then he'll manufacture an email or a text message or something. And he goes back until they do what he wants. Police stations are allowed to tell you to no. They're allowed to use discretion and say, no, we can't help you. Fuck off. You're using the court system. Holden PD, for some reason, has been helping him for quite some time. The Leominster court clerk in one of Kate's hearings said on video, and that video still exists, that he was deeply concerned about the Holden PD and the way that Holden PD was being used to help him, okay? That's a fucking problem. That is a problem. You cannot have a police station that's too afraid to say no, okay? I did look it up. Have you watched Lady Who Came Across Macchiato from Olop and Jolene? I saw the clip. It's long. From what I see, it's like a 2-hour video. So I can't watch all of that. It's on X somewhere, as a matter of fact. Where? I couldn't tell you. I had it a long while ago, but I ended up getting rid of it because my phone was so full that I couldn't even send up text messages at that point. So, I mean, you can request it. You can also request it, the video of it, of the Leominster court clerk saying exactly that, from one of Kate's hearings. I think it was last year. Anybody would be deeply concerned about that. It's a real thing, you know, a real fucking thing. You know, shit. What do we got here? Oh, is this the bomb threat scenario? Okay, hold on.
I apologize, but the Canton police are here because someone did a prank.
This is Denise Galvin. I recognize Denise Galvin's stupid voice from a mile away.
No,
she
you
says
don't.
the Canton police are here. Somebody did the bomb threat.
To be a prank call, so they just have to check and do a walkthrough so everybody can.
Uh-oh, looks like a prankster called in a bomb scare right in the middle of Chris Albert's speech.
And they're just gonna walk through.
Let them walk through there and take a look.
Somebody did the bomb threat.
To be a prank call, so they just have to check.
Look at his face.
Let them walk through there and
Like, because that'll go over well in court. I mean, it's what you wanted, right? That's what you cultivated.
I probably won't be able to.
In this?
I probably won't be able to attend because there's people there with orders on me. But
No. He did give a thumbs
maybe
up.
somebody
Yes.
else takes the lead. You know, maybe somebody else takes the lead. Wouldn't that be interesting? If like hundreds of people, let's see the boots on the ground down there. That's what I want to see. Let's see. Okay, you know, Boston Brandy and I, we've had our differences. That's how she could redeem herself. And all those
Redeem
people could redeem
herself.
themselves. You want to show me that you actually give a fuck about Karen Reed?
No,
Get
they
your ass-
don't. They don't need to.
Are raising money to sue Karen Reed. Fuck me. You don't have to like me. They're attacking Karen Reed. Okay?
Oh,
Those are the
please.
people that framed Karen Reed for murder. They killed John O'Keefe. People, and that's
If
He's
there's no
such an
protest
idiot.
there, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
she'll just.
I'm gonna be like, wow. I guess we're okay with it. I hope there's a protest. I hope to see Boston Brandy down there. Timma, the Sweeneys, the usuals. I hope they'll be there protesting racism and white supremacy in Canton.
Now, mind you, he says racism and white supremacy, and he pulls that right out of his asshole. What the fuck does racism and white supremacy have anything to do with a fundraising event? He says this because, well, the event's on Juneteenth, okay? Right? It's on Juneteenth from 7 to 11 at night. But if you have any event on Juneteenth as a white person, Aiden Kearney now says that it is a white supremacist event, regardless of the races that attends the event, by the way. Okay? Okay? Ask why the fuck doesn't one singular turtle rider, and this was after him, look at his face, saying it. Look how angry he is, right? After him saying it several times over several shows, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. It's a white supremacist rally, he called it. It's a white supremacist gathering, right? Just kept saying it over and over and over to invoke that anger in people, right? That's what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, right? Why doesn't a single turtle rider go, well, you know what? I might not like those people, but Aiden, saying it's a white supremacist event simply because it's happening on Juneteenth is a bit too far. Don't you think that is like seriously giving a lot of misinformation and lies just boldly and blatantly? Not a single fucking one of them has the balls, the cojones, or any of the content creators for that matter. Nurse Kim, Athel, Wildo, none of them. None of them. Okay? None of them. I was at that fundraiser. I know what the fuck happened, right? Imagine saying it's a white supremacist event just to say it, just to rile people up. He thinks that's going to bode well for him in court? I mean, that's wild as fuck to claim something so false and so fake. And you want to tell a court that you're not trying to incite people? You expect a judge or a jury to look at that and say, oh, definitely not giving misinformation to incite people. Yeah, they're all afraid. That's my point. They have no kahunas. You got no balls. I know. Even you said it. And that's the part that gets me is like, there were many other FKR people that said, like, not only is the bomb threat low of the low, but to say it's a white supremacy event simply because it's happening on Juneteenth at night, 7 to 11 at night on a Friday, okay? With no regard to the races of people who are attending, including me, which I am a person of color, okay? I know I look pasty because I am not a lot in the sun the last few years because of my psoriasis and stuff, but yeah, fun fact, I am West African, Congolesian, Puerto Rican, Portuguese. I am literally a brown person, okay? I am literally a fucking brown person. Like, I used to call my mother the little brown girl in her adoption records, okay? That's what it says. My mother gets very dark. But imagine saying this, how inappropriate, right? You want to know why you can say it, Nan? Because you have balls to be like, this is not appropriate. This is clearly misinformation and a lie. Doesn't matter who I like or don't like, that is wrong. Well, if you're Ethel, you say, I'm never wrong. But you know, because you have the balls. That's because you're a reasonable human being that can have an adult conversation with another adult, and you've proven that, right? These people are so afraid of what he's going to do to them that they just, yup, clap like a seal, do as you're told, you know? Do as you're told. Oh, he's just adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. Does he not realize showing this level of contempt to court hearings and a judge in general, like, this is not going to bode well for you. You're essentially spitting in the face of the court and saying, yeah, put that in your lawsuit. I'm angry. You know? You think that a jury or a judge is going to be like, yeah, that's definitely not offensive. Definitely not misinformation. You definitely didn't do that to incite anger out of people, right? Like, what the fuck? Weren't you just telling me the other day? Yeah, absolutely gross. Just disgusting, right? And let's be very clear. If it was anybody else he didn't like, he'd have made some other weird fucking comments about race or gender or some other thing that he hates, right? He can't help but hide his not hide his biases, and they're on full display. These people just kind of let them go right over their head, and they don't say anything. Yeah, to be fair, don't disparage shit, because I feel like shit is smarter than he is, to be honest. You know, we don't yet. The cops are investigating. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to take more than, you know, it's only Tuesday. This happened Friday, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna bet it probably takes more than just a few days, but as soon as we know, you'll all know the person will be arrested or charged. You know, it's a video of talking about the boat many, 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 many times with no tears. I thought it was less that it was out 2 days ago.
At the Canton Club.
Days ago.
So the Juneteenth fundraiser.
He just kept saying it.
This is who they're supporting. Don't forget that.
Okay.
Crusty Panties, white supremacist rally.
See?
If you're going to that, you're a bigot.
White supremacist.
If you're going to that, you're a racist. You hate women.
Okay.
You hate all that shit. And
if you go to a fundraiser, you hate women. I mean, sir, are you just like, look how angry he is. Like, you're clearly talking about yourself and you're projecting per usual. This man has the most amount of projection I've ever seen come out of someone. Ever. It's fucking wild. It is some of the wildest shit I've ever seen. He almost always, Darvo, he almost always deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. It's his only game, his only play. He's a one-trick pony. Darvo. You know? It's wild. A lot is the fuck wrong with him. You hate women if you go to this fundraiser. He was so angry anybody was going that he was just willing to try to threaten anyone that was going to go. Then you'll hate women and then you'll be a racist. Why does he think that anyone gives a fuck what he thinks of us? Oh no, the sewer turtle might talk more shit than he already does about me and make other wild accusations up that have no basis in reality. What shall I do? Oh no, I just shall not go to this event because there's an angry sewer turtle covered in shit. What? I will. I bookmarked it so that I could watch it later. He's literally a textbook case of Darvo. Like a literal textbook fucking case of Darvo.
it is not against the law to protest racism on Juneteenth. Okay?
It is not against the law to call the sewer turtle out on being a fucking liar and having the worst case of diabetes I have ever seen.
Okay? So, you are I can't go because they will try to say that I'm like intimidating.
Sir, you can't go because you have an order against you. You literally cannot go because there's an order. Why don't you just say that instead of being like, I can't go because they'll just accuse me of shit. Bub, you have an order against you for damn good reason. That's why you can't go. Never mind the fact that, like, you're not welcome. I would have loved for that motherfucker to show up outside. I have some journalistic questions I need to ask him, okay? I'm independent media, and I had the same questions for Tom, but he was gone before I got there. So he was there for a very short period of time, about a half a bedrow long. Very short period of time, about 20 minutes. So, you know, I would have loved. I have questions. I have some questions. I got some questions. I have some journalistic media questions that I need to ask of you. You know, they're questions I'm allowed to ask them. This is a free country. Freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Whoop, whoop, freedom of speech. I have some questions for you, sir. I have some questions. I have some questions.
Witnesses are violating protection orders. Other people can go.
Other people should do things on my behalf, get arrested, and then when they do, I'm going to say I never told you to do that, and I'm going to pretend like I have no fucking idea what you're talking about, you know? None at all.
I probably won't be able to attend because...
Oh, we saw that one already. Already seen it. We already seen that one. Wait, where was the one before that? I don't know where that one came into play. Oh yeah, this was the cult whistle. I remember this. These poor fucking pricks. To be fair though, I don't think that Jolene's done a ton of roasting on these two fellows. I think it's mostly been on Jess, although I think that she should also focus on both of them instead of just focusing on Jess. Don't be afraid, Jolene. I think, if you're going to roast Jess because she sucks at life, and she does, there's plenty to roast about the turtle. I see a lot of skipping over some of the things that the sewer turtle does and says, and I mean, just saying. It's like a simpy look,
Talking about, Baker and Will and not me. It's like, no. If you thought that, if you really think that,
I heard that for the first time last night. I don't know if you caught that, Judge. You've been on her show, right, Judge Jolene?
And can I just read? So she's messaging me now. All right. And so she says, I interviewed you in jail when not one member of the, to be honest, I think he's talking about,
that was the list of things that Ethel did for him. Okay. Oh yeah, she's absolutely prime roasting material. The shit she says is so fucking wild. I'm like, lady, where did you come from? Okay. What are you even saying? You're saying a lot of words, but none of it means a goddamn fucking thing. Literally. None of it means shit. Okay? None of it means shit. You have no actual clue what the fuck you're talking about. None at all. Jen said, hey, Bettero, what are your thoughts on your client giving the thumbs up about a bomb threat at the fundraiser of his victims? What about his demands that people disrupt it? I wonder if this can be construed as intimidation. Change your testimony or I'll continue to make your life miserable. Your client's not too bright, but I guess you love it. More money for you and Whiskey Tim. Oh, this was the thing that Kim did, right? Wait, was the big woman's voice when Meredith was where was the big woman voice when Meredith was the one being hung out to dry? A woman with no large platform being attacked and accused by everyone with one. Where was that feeling when Aiden and his cult was passing around videos of her sobbing because she found out she'd been lied to and cheated on, and everyone, including her bestie Jimmy, calling it fake emotional manipulation?
But I was like compelled. I was sure as shit.
She was sure as shit
that I had to address it because it was wrong if I didn't. I thought it was wrong to let someone hang
She's wrong too.
out to dry all alone.
All out to dry already. Yeah, she's not. But you did leave a lot of people.
And I also thought that I had concerns about just the tone and tenor of shit.
Yep, nope, she can't say it. See how she stopped there to think about what she was going to say? That's because she knew she was going to say something about the things Aiden said and the way he says them, and she had to stop. She had to censor herself and go, oh, I don't like the tones and tenor of shit. There you go, censoring yourself again, Kimmy. Did dear leader already give the dog whistle on you? Because if not, it's a coming. It's a coming. I tried to warn you. Y'all didn't want to listen. Okay? Dear gossip girl. XO gossip.
Like we know each other. This isn't like online drama or
you don't
disintegrate in front of your eye. But it was like to see somebody or a relationship that you've known of.
But you don't
and
know
been privy
anything about
to.
it. But you don't know anything about it, Jan.
Disintegrate in front of your eyes and see that there is such a lack of compassion and respect.
You don't say.
And sometimes I cry for two reasons. There's two reasons you'll catch me crying. I'm so mad
Argentina, all right?
that I'm going to either punch, I'm punching.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. She's crying for herself. She ain't crying for any other reason. She's crying. She even had to get to this point where she has to still lie on top of the lie to pretend she's coming out about a lie while still lying. So still being a lying liar. Got it. Duly noted.
A stuffy
I'll write that.
I'm gonna be
my,
like, oh, I'm
journal.
so like I could punch something. I'm like, oh God, I'm so mad. I start to cry.
You ain't gonna punch shit.
Right? Or
the only thing you're gonna be doing is punching your next ticket to the Wilbur Theater, right? Like, come on. Come on, bro. Let's be honest. You will simp for those people until the end of fucking time, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. You're still not being honest. Still. Right? I'm so sad. I was formerly grifting, and everyone sees it, and I'm gonna pretend now that I'm so sad. God damn it. Like, good, yeah, punch that next ticket to the Wilbur. Oh shit, the Wilbur won't have him anymore. So where is that ticket, Kim? Where? You think it's with Ethel? The ticket is with Ethel, right? Girl power, bitches. Oh, I can't with these women. Okay, listen. I love for women to be empowered, all right? But when you do shitty things to people, to simp for a sewer turtle, because your fear got the best of you, when you sat there and you let people be lied about and shit on over and over and over and over, and you put your hands up and were like, it wasn't me though. She pulls the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me. But they caught you lying on stream. It wasn't me. I saw you crying on the stream yard. It wasn't me. We even saw it on Ethel. It wasn't me. I didn't like an Ethel. And throw Ethel under the bus.
I'm actually sad. Like I'm heartbroken over something. And I don't think women cry to be manipulative.
Well, not all the time. You know? Yeah, I think this is from our members on.
And my heart breaks. I mean, I guess, yes, there are certain instances where you could think of Amber Heard or whatever. That yes, there are bad people. There are, you can't blame.
I'm sorry, do you know Amber Heard? I'm just asking for a friend here. Do you know her? Oh, you don't. Okay. So how do you decide who's bad and who's good? Someone's got to tell you, Kim. This is the problem with these people. They cannot decide for themselves who's bad, who's good, and why. They need to be told. I don't need to tell y'all who sucks and who doesn't. I can give my opinion, as I do, but these are harmful people, right? I have one job here in my eyes. It is to stop even one person a month, even if it's one a month, from being a victim of the sewer turtle and his cult. Even one is a win for me, right? That's my fucking job. Because I have talked to dozens of victims, including myself. I know exactly what it feels like to be lied about, and to have people who know that they're lies sit there and actively say they're not lies because they're too afraid to come clean because he might attack them next. You're standing on an island by yourself, and no one's throwing a life vest your way, okay? Because they're too afraid of what he might do to them if they speak up or if they say he is lying. If you are clapping that on like a seal and you're a content creator, you have a greater responsibility in my book. You have a greater responsibility to make sure that you are not pushing out lies and covering for someone who you are very well aware has lied about and hurt dozens and dozens of innocent people, just so he can try to wriggle his way out of his own criminal matters and his own lies so that he doesn't have to admit any wrongdoing. Everyone else is crazy. Everyone's a grifter. Everyone's a scammer. Everyone has a criminal record, and so they must be bad people for the rest of their lives, so on, so forth. You know, let's drag everything everywhere. Let's make mountains out of molehills. Maybe. Get a fucking backbone, dude. Don't feel bad. Get a fucking backbone. Apologize to Meredith. Apologize to all the other fucking people you sat there and shit on that you don't know, you've never met, you don't know a single thing about. But, you know, Turtleboy said it was totally acceptable and okay, right? You need that Bettero money. You know, them Sunday streams, that Bettero cash flowing in. Like, come on, man.
Make it statement everything and be like, this is manipulation. Really?
See, she doesn't even want to go further on calling him out on that. That's all she wants to say. Not, hey, Aiden, you know what's manipulation? You. You're manipulating people by telling them crying is manipulation. But she doesn't go that far. Too afraid. Too afraid. The fear is there. The fear. The real fucking fear. Like, come on. Come on. Let's be real here, okay? This is cray-cray, all right? She gets called out here. You know, Kimmy gets called out here by Meredith. Can we also discuss Kim's bizarre obsession with the words crucify and crucifixion? So fucking weird for someone playing the innocent religious card. She's claimed her own crucifixion, then announced she was going to crucify Jess Machado on stream. Jen and I both remember thinking that was hardly a crucifixion. Pick a different word, girl. Oh, man. I can't. What's this? Kim, just got your name from Aiden. And this was back when she had the studio, remember? From Aiden. And Jess called out your lie about testing for leaks. Aiden got you up on that cross, and your constant lying nailed you fast. It's time for everyone to stop blaming everything on Meredith. Like, come on, man. Like,
have I screamed at Aiden on the phone? Yep. Have I screamed at Aiden on the phone? Yep. When that flip fucking thing came out and Meredith posted it, and I go, wait, what? And I know that he says that he uses clutches the pearls, but that, like, woo, at the time felt very, I was like, wait, what? And like, we're on the phone together. And it wasn't about that he wrote the email and it said clutch the pearls. I don't give a fuck about that at all. It's that you didn't tell me you did it. That hurt my feelings.
Come on, bro.
That made me look dumb.
Stop it. Stop.
You know?
Madness.
So, have I screamed at Aiden on the phone? Yep. When that flip fucking thing came out and Meredith posted it, and I go, wait, what? And I know that he says that he uses clutches the pearls, but that, like, woo, at the time felt very, I was like, wait, what? And like, we're on the phone together. And it wasn't about that he wrote the email and it said clutch the pearls. I don't give a fuck about that at all. It's that you didn't tell me.
I mean, it's weak sauce. Like, that's just, come on. What's this now? You know? Like, what is this? Well, this is literally the message. So it's like, why continue to lie, right? The receipts exist. Okay? The fucking receipts all exist. You don't want to come clean. You want to continue to lie. Like, why? Why? Like, why? She, of course, defends, right? Kim defends Aiden. Meredith, the only reason Ethel Machado would have heard my or Will's name is because of you. How the fuck would Meredith know who heard it unless Aiden told her? Hello? You started that rumor. Aiden didn't tell her. Aiden didn't tell her. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. He's definitely not known for doing things exactly like that. He didn't do it, you did. It's all your fault. I don't give a fuck what you think you knew unless you were there. As he played anything. How the fuck would you know that to be a fact? You should have never said otherwise to Flip. I've been getting killed online for 7 days, a full week. Karen supporters, Aiden supporters, me haters, and Ethel Machado yesterday. I'm not okay with it. Oh, you're not? You're not okay with it, Kim? Interesting. Because you seem to be perfectly content and okay when it's not you, right? When Aiden attacks someone and you clap like a seal. You know? That's awful. You know? It's 5D chess, not checkers, folks. Okay? It's what it is. It's what it is. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Okay? You haven't publicly said it wasn't me. My integrity, loyalty, and credibility has been questioned and ripped to shreds. No, you and Aiden ripped that to shreds. Aiden threw you under the bus, darling, and you still refuse to understand it. Aiden told you he never sent anything to us. No, he didn't. That's a full-fledged lie. As a matter of fact, Aiden said the polar fucking opposite. I'm done. My crucifixion is on your hands because you named me. Now, that is manipulation. No one else Could be Aiden. It's not Aiden. Couldn't be him. He said it wasn't him. Like, come on, bro. It's on you, Meredith. It's just on you and only you. Like, Kim. I refuse to believe that human beings are this fucking stupid, but apparently they are, okay? If you're not a double agent, I mean, are these people, like, you really gotta be, right? You're a double agent. Like, is this real life? A double agent. I'm sorry. Did someone magically put us in a fucking video game where this is like Mission Impossible? Like, I do think people think that they're in the Bourne Identity, okay? It's not that deep. This is not the fucking Bourne Identity, all right? There's no double agents. What the, like, the fact that you even say something so ridiculous. Well, you're a double agent. Are you a double agent? You double-O douchebag? Double-O douchebag! Got my bomb pen. Double-O douchebag. Calling it. Like, a double agent. And you know I didn't do this to Karen, Aiden, or Flip, then say it. Post that Nurse Kim has been hung out to dry, or keep self-preservation mode and fuck me. Who's in self-preservation mode in this moment? Looks like Kim is, right? I went out of my way not to harm you. Oh, okay, did you? You shouldn't have to go out of your way not to harm someone. It should be super easy, just say it. It's like really easy, okay? I didn't play the koala and Flip talking on JFK saying it was you at the end. But that doesn't matter, right? I just want this all to be over. Well, if you wanted it all to be over, it would be super duper easy to just say, I heard it. Yes, I did. And that's that. Apologize and move the fuck on. She couldn't do that. Still can't do that. Still wants to pretend that it was a voicemail. Two people talking, yeah, definitely a voicemail. She knew it wasn't a fucking voicemail. So Meredith's response to that was this, right? My crucifixion is in your hands because you named me, no one else. Crybaby, lying gaslighter, fake victim, Kimberly Whelan, 10-4-25. Kim had the audacity to blame only me for people finding out. Reading those messages now makes me physically sick. That pit in the stomach feeling of walking on eggshells every day, terrified of what Kim or Jess would do or post next. Turtle Tits calling me constantly, screaming at me to lie about the recording, to shut up, to handle things exactly his way. I'm so glad I finally broke out of that shell in December and started telling the truth. It hasn't been easy, but when you have the truth on your side, things eventually get made right. Amazing. Amazing. It's just wild, like the gaslighting some of these people do. Aiden said it wasn't him, so it must not be him. Aiden has at least a B chest. I call at least a C. I think those moobs are a C, okay? I think the moobs are a C moob. Yeah, public humiliation and blame and shame, of course, right? Wild. Jimmy is fundraising for Aiden and restreaming old trial content. Oh, yeah, it's weird as fuck. Oh, I'm not reading that whole fucking 2 minutes of the other one. That's why you guys can read that yourself. It's wild. I've read it, but it's a lot for sure. I think those are all the ones that I had time to clip this morning. Yeah, they are. All the ones that I had time to clip this morning. I had an appointment this morning, so I didn't really have, I usually start early in the morning and look over what I need to look over from the last 24 hours and see like what is happening. Don't you want a friend like Jess Machado too? Paranoia07 says, Jessica is going crazy. She just said she'll interview your ex. She'll call Karen Reed for an interview. What the fuck? Because she said she wants to fuck you over. Did she say that? That happened? Did she say that? Jessica, did you say that? Saying all that? Are you saying all those things? Ethel? Are you saying the things, Ethel? You want to fuck him over? I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know what? It is what it is, folks. Shit happens every day. Oh boy, look at this. Times Square. The Norwegian fans are rowing in Times Square. Holy shiitake mushroom. They said we might get the Germans and Scots for a game. And I said, holy fuck, Boston is going to run. Now all of Massachusetts is going to run out of alcohol. That's the fuck's going to happen. Okay. You want to give us the Germans and the Scots? We'll take the Scots back. But fuck, man, I don't think there's enough alcohol in all of fucking Massachusetts to feed those appetites. Okay. Although I'll tell you this much. If that game happens, I am going down there. I am going to Boston. You know? Highly doubt it with any of these idiots. I mean, I wouldn't put myself in that predicament, but hey, you never know, you know? You never know what someone's going to do these days. You just never fucking know. All right, I'm getting a little hangry. It's been over 3 hours. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go do din-din. It's a Monday. So listen, I love your stinking faces, okay? Love your stinking faces. And do me a favor on your way out. Hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I will get clips from these other spaces and things that are happening right now that we can't exactly hear at the moment. Don't worry. Oh, I love them. Because they were so kind and courteous, and because they're fun to be around, you know? Fun to be around. Just fun guys, you know? Fun guys. First of all, I want to know how this many men, because I don't see any women in this group photo here. Oh, wait, I see a lady right back there. But most of these are men. Like, where are all these men's wives? You just let your husbands run wild in America? Bad idea, ladies. Bad idea. Bad idea. Just saying. Be very sinful. To be sinful here. Okay. I love your stinking faces. I will see you earlier tomorrow than I did today, obviously. And also, when I get the hearing, if we get the hearing, I will pop back if the hearing comes and we can get it, and I'll play it, obviously. But you know, I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get the hearing. I think the judge didn't allow cameras in. But if we do get it, I will pop back and play it for you guys. Just know that. I love your stinking faces. I think for those of you who want to, Mike is live right now, so I would send you over there. They're listening to all sorts of other things over there. So pop on over to Mike, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love you too. Love y'all. If you can't donate to the channel, we would appreciate it. Even if you're on the restream, it's been a really slow 2 days for us for some reason. I don't know why, but it has been. And so if you can, we would very well appreciate it. We are still a small channel, and so we do still need that help. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Revolut, Chime, all of it's in the description of the video. Our Justice Chats, we have a link that works for credit, debit, and Apple Pay. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody. Bye.